Take this thing down. Peace and blessings. What's going on, family? Everybody's all right, I hope. What's up, French Kid 420? I'm great, man. Thank you for asking. Give everybody a little time to get in. Thought I'd hang out with you guys a little bit today. Haven't been live streaming in a while, guys. Have not live streamed in a while, man. And I've been real busy and I apologize. But I thought that I'd do some live streaming today, give you guys opportunity to ask some questions. I want to check out some of you guys' music, see what you've been working on, and, go with it from there. Peace and blessings, Them Beats Productions. Let me get my shout outs real quick. My son has hit me on the walkie-talkie as well. Cobra Immortal. Warrior Gospel TV Network, National and Global. What's up? Peace and blessings, family. Deacon, I like that. All right. Thank you so much, Big Chief. Oh, he said Big Chief. Let me back up, Big Chief. Spadazo 100. What's going on, family? Hey, Classy Beats. Nezzy. A lot of you guys, man. Peace and blessings, man. Blessed Sunday it is, man. Every day that we are on this planet is a blessing, man. My son is trying to hit me on the walkie-talkie at the same time. And let me shut that off real quick. I don't know if I can. I appreciate it, man. You're more than welcome for the information. The information is universal. It's not like you can't find it online on Google. It's just that I have all the information inside that I want to share with you guys. Either way it goes, man. Listen, man, y'all got some questions, anything that you've been trying to get to ask me on the live stream, here's the chance to do that. Really missed you guys, man. Really missed all you guys, man. You guys have no clue to how important you are to the music industry, production, how much of a part you guys play, in people's lives, man. You know what I mean? That's why I do what I do, because I want to empower you guys to continue to do what you guys do. I appreciate you two guys. I really love you, man, for real, man. Really love, man. Really love it. Juice P says, how can I get some one-on-one management? Juice P, I don't personally offer one-on-one management unless it's for a larger client. However, what I will suggest to you is that if you are making all the right moves, let me back up. First things first, guys. Here's the thing: when it comes to management, or any time you should start searching for people to help you in your business, is when you've already done the basic aspect of the business. What I mean by that is you've already established yourself a fan base. You've already done the grunt of the work. And now what you need is someone to manage your efforts. That is when you should reach out to people, because what happens is, if you take on management, most of the time people take on management expecting management to be able to provide or give you something that you haven't done for yourself. And I think that's unfair. And most of the time, because you guys are so skeptical about signing contracts, you want it done within a year, 2-year time frame. And it takes time to build out a artist or a brand. So within fairness and what honesty, I'm going to say to you guys, honestly, I would say do all the work. Say hi. Yeah. Get the work done. Build your fan base is number one, guys. I can't stress enough to you guys the importance of having your own fan base. And that is real simple, man. Why are you talking like a baby? You know how to baby. You got to talk with big words. The fan base is the key. So get that together. BK Bangers, what's going on? That's my family there, man. BK Bangers. Y'all just don't know. All right, let's see. King James asks, do you need a bank account to use PayPal? How can I sell without them, and where? No, not necessarily you need a bank account with PayPal. PayPal will acquire your money, but when it comes to transferring your money, you got to have a way in order to transfer it, unless you have a business account. If you have a business account, you're still going to need it. But there is other ways to collect your money. Stripe is what I use. I love Stripe. Stripe have a very straightforward system. There's none of the ups and downs you have to go through with PayPal. I definitely recommend Stripe above all. I am noticing other people now using Cash App. Cash App seems to be another great app to use, but it does still require a bank account. Now, this goes back to what I teach you guys in the course. Get your business together so that you can have a bank account. You don't have to have a bank account that's a personal bank account. You can have a bank account that's based on your business. So if you register your business within the state, you do what you need to do, then you can open up a bank account without even putting your social security number on, because that's what a lot of us deal with. We don't have no credit or bad credit, and so you don't open up a business account for your record label or production company. So just get an EIN. Go online to IRS, get an EIN. It's 100% free. Takes nothing for you to do it.
Can you hear me now?
Let me see. Question. Let me see. I got some more questions. Alicia Johnson, what's going on, man? Peace and blessings. Mark J Music in there. Swadazzo. Yeah, man. BK, little man has gotten bigger. BK said.
Big Bird, are you there?
Let's see. Any more questions? Let me see if I missed any more questions, guys, real quick. Let me see if I can answer any questions that I got. All right. Pearl Manhattan say, what a cutie. Yes, he's a 90-year-old cutie in a 2-year-old body. All right, so Nazi says, could you please give me some options on some music? What do you mean by options, Nazi? Be more specific to options. And guys, I want to check out some of you guys' tracks, man. What you've been working on. I want to hear something you got, man. Let me help you critique it or help you get your situation together. He said, Nazi says, Justin, the question, are you going to be doing some options on the stream? What type of options are you looking for? Happy New Year, Eris Kadus. Like that. Me boy, peace and blessings. Hashtag dollar gang. That's what I'm talking about, family. Daniel Yates, how do I get placements? I'm going to answer all those questions real quick. So, the easy part about the placements, here's the thing about the placements, guys, and it's more simplistic than you understand. First and foremost, and I'm going to say some shit you don't want to hear, but I'm going to be honest. And any of you guys who are part of the family, you already know what I'm going to say to them. This is a business. You got to work it like a business. It's one aspect of it to have the skill set, the talent. Y'all got some dope music, dope beat. I know, because we sitting on like 3,000 to 4,000 tracks right now. We're still going through because we're constantly getting opportunities. So, and a lot of you know this. A lot of you guys are still getting placements. But when it comes to your business, you got to put the effort in. And that means doing the research. Who's looking for music? What music libraries which are legitimate enough for you to put your music in? What type of placements are you looking for? Are you looking for artist placements? Are you looking for TV and sync placements? What type of placements are you looking for? You got to be very specific to that. But you got to put the work in. It's just not, I build the beat and put it online and people going to find it. That's not how it works. If you're basing it on your website, then that means that you have to delve into search engine optimization. So when people are looking for beats and tracks, you can get those people that's going to type in search, and because you've optimized your website the right way, it's going to take them to your website. Now, if you do that, I tell you guys 100%, when you are doing a website, if you do not have a lead capture form at the front of your website, in other words, if you are not giving them something for free in order to capture that email, then you are completely wasting your time with your website, because that is the number one way that you find validated leads and also be able to pitch to your artists anytime you have new tracks coming out or you want to run a special. The other thing is, again, when you do that lead option, give them something for free. It's about reciprocity. So if you give me your email, I'm going to give you this non-exclusive beat to download free instantly to your email. So as soon as they send that email in, they confirm that this is their actual email. They didn't give you just a raggedy email. Then you're sending them a link to that track. And you can give everybody the same track. However, when it comes to placements, guys, you got to be very clear and understanding that this is something you got to go get. Bro, it's over 500,000 music producers in the United States alone right now. I know that because we are researching for our new show that we're doing, a reality show. So it's over 500,000 of you guys. You just can't expect that I'm going to put my beat out there and then everyone's just going to know that my track is different from someone else. You got to put the effort in. You got to start marketing. Most of you guys are on Instagram. There's only 1 or 2 producers I even see doing Instagram ads. Even though they're not doing it correctly, they still are at least initiating Instagram ads, and they're continuously doing it. So they must be getting some kind of traction. The placements that you're looking for has to be defined by you. What type of placements do you want, and what type of music do you want to be doing? Yeah, and thank you, Ag. It is an understatement. That was just what we could register for 500,000. So that's a good thing. Okay, so it's a great question by Big Chief. What is the difference between DistroKid and services like ASCAP? Do I need something like ASCAP? Yes, Big Chief, you're obviously new to the industry. ASCAP is what they call a performing rights organizations. They actually track your royalty statements. They actually go out and represent your music. They license your music to said radio stations and companies who is looking for music, and or if you actually get a placement with a artist and that music is performed on radio, satellite, or they do it in public performance type arena, then they make sure that you get your portion of that royalty money is owed to you. DistroKid, however, is just a distribution platform. It's a digital distribution platform where you pay yearly for access to their platform to distribute your music. However, even if you don't sell one record or you get one stream, you still got to pay $20 to keep that music on that platform. If you're looking for distribution, we can offer you guys distribution. Just go to music-millionaires.com, sign up for distribution. It's 100% free. We get a cut, you get a cut, but we don't make money unless you make money. However, that is the difference between ASCAP and BMI, because ASCAP, BMI, and CSAC is the same, they're same type of organizations. They're called performing rights organizations and a distribution company. DistroKid is just a distribution company. And I apologize, guys, if I don't get to all of you guys' questions. I have to answer them as I see them pop up. You know what I mean? Unless there's a super chat involved, or someone does a super chat, then it'll highlight a super chat. Royal Vibes asks, when it comes to a mixtape, will DistroKid put out my mixtape if I wrote my lyrics, but it is a well-known beat? That is, they call those covers. And they will put your cover out, okay? However, there are rules that you need to look at when it comes to DistroKid and find out how they deal with and handle covers. I'm not with DistroKid. I've only basically marketed for them. They reached out to me to do some marketing for them. But you have to go in and read how they handle covers, because that's what it's basically considered. Even though you have your own lyrics, you're still using the established beats. All right. Lil Raw says, which is better, DistroKid or TuneCore? Let me explain something to you, and I'm gonna hurt a lot of people's feelings. Even though I support both of them have reached out to me, and I can get you access to both of them. Let me explain something to you, and people aren't gonna like this. When you are paying for anything in advance in the hopes that you make your money back, I can't tell you which one is better. Both of them have the same basically platform. TuneCore offers more stuff that you can add on, other services like publishing admin and things of that nature, but you still got to pay for it. My opinion, though, is anytime you're paying for something in advance and you haven't made your money back, you're making an investment in something. This is what I was telling you in a previous video, guys, about distribution, especially digital distribution that seems from the ones that say free to you paying yearly. Anytime you put money up front, that's money you have to recoup. Now go back to the videos I've done where I was talking to you about the streaming rates. So imagine now we're talking about the streaming rates, 0.001 or 0.023 or whatever it is, and you just invested $20 or $29 into pushing out your album or your songs or your music. You guys got to understand, you have to be able to recoup that. So when you're looking at investing in DistroKid or TuneCore, you have to say, hey, this is what I put in to get my music distributed. I don't give a damn if it's unlimited tracks or not. This is what I put in to distribute my music. What is it going to take? How many streams or how many downloads am I going to have to get in order to get that money back? You got to start thinking about that. Secondly, if you're not recouping that money that first year and you got to pay the next year to keep that money on that platform, now you're in $60 into 2 years, depending on which platform you're using, and you got to recoup that money back. This is why I started with UMG Germany. Yes, we'll get a portion of your distribution, but if you don't make money, we're not making money. That's how it should be. That's how distribution worked. So the difference between those two is one offers a little bit more than the other. However, again, you have to be conscious because, again, guys, this is a business. I need to make my money back, and you got to think about that. I'm paying for something that I may or may not ever make or see my money back just to say I got music online. Think about it. Lil Cole. All right, so real quick about our distribution, because I didn't want to pitch my distribution, but I was just letting you know we have it available. We have a distribution with UMG Germany. basically Ralph Henninger. We work together, so we provide you guys distribution. We're working on Amazon platforms for those of you who are into video production, or you got some video that you want to put out, a reality show. We have access to Netflix. However, with our situation, you can just go to the website music-millionaires.com, look up and read the terms of agreement. Real simple. You take 80, we take 20, and that's it. You distribute your music. You can monetize it on YouTube. We don't do Facebook or anything like that because you really can't track it. Contrary to what people believe there is, you're really not tracking Facebook royalties, guys. So don't believe. Whole nother situation. Either way, go just check us out so you can see it for yourself. Daniel Yates, how do I get your professional critique of my work? Most of the time, Daniel, people just send it over to me, musicmillionaires@gmail.com. Exposing Thoughts, say, what do you think of Audium? Not familiar with Audium. I can look them up real quick. If you want to send me a link, that works. And I'm just going back up right now, guys. Royal Vibes, if you are a music millionaire and you need to schedule time with me, just email me. Say, let me know that you're a music millionaire and email me. French Kid said, how to build your fan base and make sure everybody is here for your music. That's a great question, guys. So I'm definitely going to that. But let me go back down. So UMG Germany is Unit Media Group of Germany. They are a subsidiary of one of the largest worldwide distribution platforms in the world. Internationally, they're just as large as Sony and the rest of them, which is Dorito. So we have a very big and large opportunity here. I didn't want to work with Universal Music Group. I didn't want to work with anyone in the United States because of one simple reason. The thought process, the mentality is to take advantage of the artists. Overseas companies really appreciate their artists. A lot of times they treat them much better and they offer greater terms. So that's UMG out of Germany. Real quick, and I apologize, guys. The questions are coming in, and as soon as I'm answering them, okay. I had a question. I can't find it now, but I'm gonna do DMD Beats Production. How are we doing with catching those music scammers? We are actually very good with the music scammers, and let me explain something to you guys as well. As you guys are making me aware of these music scammers, I think you guys really are sleeping on the music scams, and the music scams are oh my God, the distribution. I just had a guy email me this morning who got caught by one of the, you remember I did one of the videos I did about music scams and was talking about the distribution and paying the $2,000. He got caught by it, you know what I mean? He realized that he made a mistake, you know what I mean, because of how they do it. But if you're paying for mixtapes, okay, let me explain this to you. If they're putting out a mixtape of 20 people and you're just an artist, you don't have a fan base, you're not, that's exposure. That's exposure. And if you're paying $200 to be on a damn mixtape, you're paying them to make music. First, that's the way you need to look at it. Secondly, and I wouldn't say that's a scam per se, but that same $200, you can just market yourself on Instagram or Facebook. Same $200. You'll get more exposure putting your music on YouTube than you would anything else. So always remember that. As far as the scamming aspect of it, you guys will be surprised at how many of you fall victim to it and how many of these people are actually capitalizing off of it. There's people that all they do is make money off of the fact that you want to be successful. You're doing all that you can. You're watching people like myself. You're watching Curtis King. You're watching Rob, Smart the Rapper. All my homies, all people that I'm good with, you know what I mean? They're telling you right, but they're taking advantage of that same thing. They're capitalizing off of us teaching you guys. So they know you're desperate. They know that you're sitting here. You're trying to be that. You're trying not to be that needle in the haystack, and so they're coming up with more scams to get you guys. Let me explain something to you again. Record labels will not ask you for money. Record labels. Matter of fact, let me say this to you. If a record label or anyone contacts you, and you don't have a fan base on Instagram of at least 12 legitimate thousand fans or followers, if you don't have a legitimate YouTube channel or a Facebook page with so many likes, and you know that you haven't done anything honestly that would negate them contacting you, don't F with it. Don't F with it, because it's set up and designed to hurt you and take your money. They understand the desperate aspect of just wanting to feel needed, wanting to feel successful, wanting to feel like someone is paying attention to my music, and I'll be damned, they contacted me. Oh my God, I'm doing the right thing. Oh my God, they scammed, they like my music. They are capitalizing off of your primordial aspect of wanting to be accepted. You have to be careful about that. They are literally preys seeking you out, okay? They're predators. They are looking for you and they understand emotion, okay? And with the last scammer, the one that we got to send the video, you'll see the video next week. So make sure if you haven't subscribed, you have. Click the bell notification. These people, what we're coming to find out, are overseas, okay? They're from overseas. So they don't have a way, you won't have a way legitimately to, what's the best word, to criminally charge them because of how international laws work. They're not asking for you, they're not asking for $500 or $1,000 or whatever. They're asking for $60. So it's the small increments. Now multiply that $60 or $95 times the 500,000 music producers, musicians, artists, rappers, rock stars, and they're getting that money based on that primal instinct to want to be accepted, guys. So you got to be very careful when it comes to that. Christian, got the money. Christian Mason asks, are there any real benefits with DistroKid? I use Amuse, but they don't help with promotion. Live. I've been considering DistroKid since everyone uses and praises it, but what really are the benefits? Well, it goes back. I don't know when you came on, Christian, but what I was telling everybody was, I want you guys to be clear, and I'm gonna make this real quick. You are investing in your distribution platform. When I was in the music industry, when I came into the music industry, that's not how it was. Distribution was the most powerful tool you can have. It's what record labels was based on. You signed with record labels based on their ability to distribute your music in certain territories. So if you signed, for example, we was in Miami base. If we signed what we did, Attitude Records will say, hey, we have this Southeast distribution, all right? However, what Attitude would do is, Attitude didn't charge us for distribution. Attitude got a portion of that distribution. You understand? They provided a service and they took a portion of that distribution. Companies like DistroKid and TuneCore and the rest of these guys are charging you under the pretense. Think about this. I want to make this real simple to you guys. I know for a fact 3,000 of you have signed up just under my pretense alone, what I shared with DistroKid and the advantage that you have with it. 3,000 times $20. Y'all do the math. Now, how many of you have made that $20 back? How many of you have invested in marketing and making sure that you have streams? That's my point. When you invest, they're not losing, okay? They're not going to lose. And companies like Amuse, the whole free thing, I'm not going to poop on them, but Amuse has a catch with them as well. But what I'm saying to you is, be very clear that once you put that music on the platform, you have to pay for that music to stay on that platform every year. Even if you never make your money back. People aren't thinking about this. That's a $20 investment, which doesn't sound like much. I get to upload as many songs as I want, right? But you still got to make that money back. You got to make the money back. If you guys want to just give me $20 a month, give it to me. Give it to me. I'll take your money. I'll distribute your money. Y'all want to pay me? No problem. So, that's what I'm saying to you. You have to understand that this is an investment. So when you do that type of distribution, when you invest in these type of distribution opportunities, which again, I think is great, you know what I mean? Unlimited, all this other stuff, but you still got to realize it's an investment. You got to look at it as an investment, Christian. Right. So them beats, you hit it dead on the nose. In a way, you become your own label. Okay. When you are distributing, you are your own label. So that's the thing and aspect that most producers and musicians don't get. Labels, when you sign with a label, what you expect the label to do? Handle your distribution, handle your marketing, handle your PR, handle all that. When we talk about being an indie, we're talking about all of that. All of that. You are now responsible for all of that. Get past the goddamn I'm distributing my music. Oh, you can look my music up. Get past the looks of being successful. Get past that. Get off the egotistical shit. Oh, my music is distributed. You can go, it's on iTunes, it's on Spotify, it's on so the hell what? Get past that. Where's your marketing? Where's the money you put into your marketing? Where's the money you put into building your fan base out? Do people know you? Are your fans one of the ones? Are they talking about you on Hip Hop DX? Are they talking about you on World Star? Where are you within the aspect of the business side of it? Not just distribution. And that's what happens. You got to understand. We feel good. We feel accomplished when we can tell our family, oh, well, I have my music on iTunes. You can check me out. It's a big move. Everyone knows what iTunes is. Everyone knows what Spotify is. So you look good, right? You look good. Are you making money? Are you making money? That's the key. So that's what I want you guys to look at as well. As far as our distribution, yes, we're global. We offer music all over the continent. Again, the music is just one aspect of it, man. I keep telling y'all, as music producers, you're slipping on content creation. You're missing content creation. You're missing the international market. And if you aren't marketing your music globally to Indians, to Costa Ricans, to Africans, to the English, to the Irish, what do you want global market? What do you want global distribution for? See, again, we're going back to what? Marketing. Okay? Now, Spadazzo 100 just said something very key, which was heavy promotion is key. Not really, but yes. The reason why is you guys now, same reason why you're watching me, you're in my house. Okay? You're in my house. You get a chance to see me. That's what fans want. Fans want to connect with you guys. That's why I keep telling y'all, get on YouTube, get on Instagram, start sharing, start doing video content, bro. Y'all really have to start sharing your portion of your life because that's what people want to see. They want to see you. That's what fans are. Fans are someone that connects with you. So I don't give a damn if you were, okay, so for us old heads, right? Redman, Method Man, Old Dirty Bastard, all those people we related to when we saw them on MTV and we saw them on shows and stuff, and they was who they said they were in their music. It's like, yo, that's my people. When they lives reflected the things that they spit, when you seen ODB still getting on food stamps and you hear about it, he's like, yo, the struggle's real. Damn, all this, y'all see, me on TV and stuff, I'm still struggling. It ain't like that. That's what fans are based on. Fans are built based on their reality and their connection to you, even as a producer. Even as a producer, okay? So that's the part that I want you to understand. Music producers now are the door is open and y'all are sleeping on it because when you see people like Zaytoven, Mike Will Made, and all these other producers that are now getting the spotlight now, you understand? They're saying producers are the new artists. Get what I just said to you guys. Producers are the new artists. You guys have opportunities, man. You guys have opportunities to really, really make it. So start looking at that aspect of your life as a producer. Start sharing your lives, guys. Start sharing that portion. Stop being scared to get on YouTube. You don't want to show your face, show your hands. Figure out an ingenious way to share your music and share your life without being on. If it's an issue about being on showing your face, no problem. You understand? But do it, man. Not just, and let me see, I'm gonna go back because I just seen one. Wakanji Banji says, so live streaming on Instagram and YouTube is the key. No, don't think that live streaming is the key. Sharing your life is the key. It ain't just about live streaming. So don't think that. See, because when we use keywords hurt us more than anything else. Because when you use those words, then people just hone into, I got the live stream, I got the live stream, I got the live stream. No, that's not what I'm saying to you. I'm not saying just live streaming. I'm saying be prepared to share yourself. You get me? And the reason why I say that to you, because here's what happens. When you share a portion of your life and people can relate to it, you open the door you open your lives up to people, okay? Diamond Bag is on here. She know what I'm saying to you. When you open your lives up to people, what a lot of people don't want to do, and what happens with a lot of these artists who just broke into the industry, never really established themselves the right way, or it happens all so fast. What hurts them and why they go into depression and why there's these drug overdoses and all these different things that's going on right now is because they didn't expect the popularity to happen and people know a part of their lives they weren't ready to share. So when you do that, you're already opening the door. You're saying, hey, my life's an open book. I got good times, I got bad times. I'm not perfect. Sometimes shit is crazy. Here's real life. I got bills I gotta pay. When you open the door and you get all that shit out of there and you live your truth and your life, right? And you say fuck the world, people wanna see that. People wanna see how you did that, how you overcame that. And in the same token, when you're doing this social media profiling, it strengthens you because you know now it's no longer just about me. I have people that's depending on me to see myself out of this. I have people that I can depend on as well because now my fan base, you guys, is my audience. I can share with you. So when I open up about my brother passing away, right? And having to deal with that shit, okay? You guys was there. You guys was right there. So it's that part. Open your life up and be understanding and willing to be able to share that. Because what happens if you get the fame and notoriety, your fans are gonna want to know everything about you. They're gonna want to know everything about you, guy. And you know what they're gonna do? They're gonna Google the shit out you. They're gonna research you. They're gonna look you up. So if you got some shit you're embarrassed of or you ashamed of, this ain't for you because it's gonna happen. So doing it now and getting ahead of that enables you to be able to be ready for that success. And again, you're building a fan base, people that want to see you get a chance to know you, be a part of your life. That's what I'm saying to you, not just live streaming. Be ready to share a part of your life. Okay, baby, be careful. All right. And thank y'all. You know what I mean? You know, I still deal with it mentally, but you know, this is life. Now, this is my focus right here, my babies and my grandbabies. Let me see if I got any more questions. Delta says, we as producers need to understand our fan base. I think I understand what you're saying. Rabbi Slow says, forget about being producer, ounce the studio, finish. You are entrepreneur, creative. You become a businessman. That's correct. You become a businessman. That's right. Thank you so much, Sam. Appreciate you as well, Carlos. You guys got any questions? Let's run it, man. Yes, yes, Carrots, your baby. He's sitting here. All of them here running through the house. All right. Lisa, there's always opportunity. How do I make YouTube tool to move forward? Be a little bit more straightforward with that particular question. I don't want to mess up your name, but it sounds in East Indian. Varashtit. Elisa, always opportunity. We're working on so much. That's a part of my job. I have constant clients. My team is out right now. They're recording. We're doing all this thing because we're trying to we want to highlight you guys. We want to talk about the other side of you. I've put this idea out here so many different times, and I'm starting to see people catch on. I've had conversations with other YouTubers and producers who are in the industry, and I'm noticing people are now catching on to conversations that I've had about producer reality shows and doing certain things, you know, with you guys. That's where we are, because that video content, Elise, requires music and music composition. What I want to do is I want to shift the paradigm from, like I said, from artists to producers, letting people know that the backbone behind the music industry is you. It's you. You the producer, you the writer, you the singer, you the artist, right? Before you make it. People need to understand what it takes for us to do the stuff that we do in this industry. So I'm focusing on that. So there's always opportunity, guys. Always, always. Can I grab fan videos and upload to YouTube? You can, but you need to find videos that are Creative Commons. Creative Commons allow you basically to use it freely and monetize it. If you create a video and under the fair use policy, which is basically you're using it for documentary style type video content creation, is fair as long as you are attributing the original credits back to that person. You can use it. So. Okay. Allison Monique Mischief says, what advice do you give to artists who are no longer in their prime? In hip hop, it seems people in their late 20s and 30s are considered old. 100% wrong. In my 40s, you know me, even though I don't carry myself that way, and it's your perception. There is a market for, okay, best way I can say it is, how many old school rappers and musicians do you still listen to? Yes, I love a lot of the new school millennial stuff, but how many people, you got to realize, firstly, we are becoming our parents and grandparents. Remember, they sit back and listen to the old school songs. We're like, oh, that's old. We are those. So my point is, there's a market still for us on that aspect of it. There's still a market for you. Even if you don't want to become an artist, there's a market for you to be a writer, to be a producer, to be a consultant. There are so many different things we can do as people of just a little older. I'm not claiming that old shit, but people that are a little older that can still participate in this music arena and still make it. Case in point, my brother, my friend Mike and 112, they made their comeback. You know what I mean? Who would have thought? But their music is timeless, and now it's just updating yourself and getting into it. Redefining yourself is the key, right? Recreating yourself. We all go through from your young age to your middle age to your old age. How'd we all go through a point that we redefine ourselves through some kind of tragedy, through some kind of development. We all redefine ourselves. We have to recreate ourselves, and that's all you have to do. Find yourself, who you are, what your strengths are, where you want to define and show, because a lot of that is put inside of music as well. And remember that music is nothing but a reflection of our lives being vocalized. That's what makes real music successful, when it is vocalized out. In other words, when I write what you think or you feel and you relate to it. So age has no bearing on that part of being successful. It's just how I tell the story. How I tell the story. If there's people that you watch on TV that are in their 50s, 60 years old and you can relate to their story, then it doesn't matter how old you is in the music. It's how I tell my story. South Africa, this side, thank you. You're amazing. Thank you so much. I appreciate it so much, man. And I hope that, you know what I mean, you really carry the message and people hear me. And I'm glad that I can motivate you, because a lot of times producers get on here and I think they're an artist. I'm not going to say producers. Please let me stop barricading the producers. Musicians and artists get on here and I think they're looking for me to say something that is going to cater to their ego or be whimsical and just say what they want to hear. That's not where it's at. Our egos hurt us the most. Our egos are so phenomenal. It kills opportunity. It kills insight. It kills our ability to hear the truth. So when I find people that say I motivate them, I embellish that and I embrace that, because I deal with so many people with ego that they can't hear the truth when they want, or they won't accept the truth. We have the opportunity here of a lifetime. Any of you that is over 30 years old know that the digital age now has empowered all of us in such a way that our audience is no longer what's the word? Isolated to one demographic area. When I was in the music industry, and I came into the music area, we did Miami bass. We was pretty much stuck in the Southeast. We couldn't go any further than Louisiana. With the internet now, if we had the same opportunities that y'all have now back then, we would have blown up just as big as the rest of these guys. So please think outside the box, and also, you know, just don't stipend yourselves at all, guys. Let's see. E-time. Actually, I'm not from South Carolina. I'm actually from Tampa, Florida. Tampa, Florida, Tallahassee, North Tallahassee. I live in South Carolina. I live in Georgia. We have multiple places that we live in, but we are near the Savannah River area. I'm pretty sure you're familiar with that. We live on a lot of land, and that's what we did. Took my money and bought my family out here, and we live on our land as a family, and that's what we do. Dem Beats Production, prime example. I'm 57 years old and still make music that's relevant, as well as mix the old with the new. And Dem Beats got some dope tracks. Y'all check them out. Okay. Come on, guys. You got the question. Y'all got me on here. We ain't did a live stream in like 3 months. Let's get it, man. Let's ask the questions. Like, let's go, man. I appreciate you guys 100%. I appreciate all you guys that are out here. Bilbo 1K says, I recently started learning the basics of mixing and mastering tracks and vocals. Do you have any advice on how to go about learning and pursuing a career in engineering? Oh my God. You have no clue how much your profession is needed. When I say needed, the mixing, mastering, engineering when you have honed in on that skill, bro, you make more money than anybody. It is so many multi-millionaire engineers that people don't hear about just because they stay low key, and security reasons as well, because they have the ability to leak people's stuff. But you have no opportunity. I mean, no idea how many people need your service. Now, mind you, there's a lot of plugins. There's a lot of different things that people now use to shortstop that skill set. However, when you're dealing with people like Dre, who likes to be hands-on, he's one of the best engineers there is. Besides producing, he's one of the best engineers there is. The opportunities there, guys. The opportunities in places that you don't even understand. You guys are looking for so many opportunities outside your city and state. But if you just go on Craigslist, here's a jewel I'm going to give you. Go on Craigslist and look at people that's looking for your services. Look at how many churches there is that's looking for engineers. Look at how many video productions and things that happen in your area that's looking for engineers, mixers, and people who understand music and sound, bands, weddings. So much music you guys are missing around because you're trying to go in and jump on, Trippie Redd's new album or something like that. The object should be to pay your bills while doing something you enjoy and love. That should be the goal. The goal should be to pay your bills and make money while you do something you love. Okay? So stop missing on these opportunities, because there's so many opportunities you guys are missing that's just around you. Just around you alone. Okay, that's how we made it. Before we got with the Dr. Dre's and all those opportunities, this other situations, we made our money in our town. We made our money in Tampa. We went to every studio there was. We built a name for ourselves in Tampa, so much so that people were like, who are these guys? Who are the peacemakers? Who are the peacemakers? We became the go-to people for everything because we mastered our surrounding area. We mastered our hometown first. There wasn't a project we wasn't a part of. So if you're an engineer, those opportunities start at home first. They start at home first, okay? Kylie Adbrook asked great questions. I mean, I love these questions, guys. I'm gonna go back. Let me see if I missed anything real quick. All right, before I ask Kylie. Good question, Vic Ramjit. What about music libraries? Is it worth the time and effort? Yes. If you find the right music library, it is worth the time and effort, and you need to submit to it. And that's what it is, guys. You got to realize, again, you're putting your product out there, guys. It's like distributing your product, or let's say you create your own Coca-Cola or your own form of Coke, right? All right. So the more you get your Coke or your version of soda into the stores, the more sales you'll make. But it's not guaranteed that because I put my soda in that store that people are going to buy it. And that's how you have to look at it. You know what I mean? So don't go into a situation thinking that I'm going to send my music to said library and I'm going to automatically get placement. It works the same way with us, guys. We hear all of you guys' music. That don't mean our clients are going to like all of your tracks. You know what I mean? But it's definitely worth doing it. Let's see. There was another question that was a great question I think you guys want to know about. Okay, how do you redefine yourself as an artist? I blew up too big, too fast. I burnt out. Now I am wanting to go back. So how to redefine and remarket? I know it's a big question. No, it's not. It's not really a big question, because I think the answer is within inside what you're saying. It's one of the things that I'm working with an artist right now that we want to release, right? And he had the momentum, he had opportunity, he didn't know how to capitalize off of it. He blew up real quick, didn't have the right people in his corner, so he wasn't able to monetize it the proper way. So now it's like, go back here and redefine yourself and make this happen. And so once I told him what to do, he's been on it and he's seeing that progress. The redefining of yourself is based on America's standards. Now, let me say this, and I'm gonna hurt some people's feelings. You have to redefine yourself based on the simple aspect that we are some sensitive ass people right now. Everyone is so goddamn sensitive. You can't fart in public without someone like, oh my God, it's so nasty. He didn't have any sin, he didn't have any thoughts about other people's noses, and like, come on, man, get out of here. So you're redefining yourself on a new world. And that's the reality that you have to base it on. We're redefining ourselves based on our new world, this new dimension, this new place that we live in. And so your redefinition of yourself has to be your truth first and foremost. It has to be who you truly are. Okay? Don't go into this whining. Don't be a crier. When I'm talking about sharing your life and the reality of it, don't go in there whining. Don't be complaining about your situation and how effed up it is and all that, because that's life. No one wants to hear that shit. That's all of us. But redefine yourself in a way that says, I am coming back from this burnt out situation I was in. I didn't understand. And the thing that we have as adults, anyone on here that's an adult knows one simple thing. What we do when we're younger don't define who we are as adults. I've done the craziest shit when I was young, 15, 16, 20, 25, 30. It only defined who I am now. It allowed me to be this person right now that's sharing with you. The selfish me back in the days, I wouldn't have did this. I'd have been thinking about how much it was hurting my business because that's how people think today. So redefine yourself based on your truths. Do not redefine yourself based on your hurts. Share your hurts. Live your truth. Live your truth. Let the world see who I am. This is what I did. No, I'm not perfect. All the different things. However, let that be what your music reflects. See, that's what people don't get. What people are not understanding about music is when you have the Taylor Swifts and the Beyonce and they're going through all this shit. Look at what Beyonce did. This is so ingenious. And I think that sometimes I think these be setups. I really do. She created an album called Lemonade, and coincidentally, with Lemonade came all of the other shit that just happened to match up with an album that was created before the news got out about Jay's cheating and Solange and him fighting. You understand what I'm saying? The music was reflecting her life. However, the music happened before any of this happened. So that's why I thought it was a setup. But it's the point that I was trying to make, that the music defines our experiences. And when we as songwriters write for artists, when we sit down and we write for a Britney Spears or a Taylor Swift or a Beyonce, what we do is we do our research. We find out what they went through in the last 4 or 5 months that the public was able to read or that was publicly known. And then we write the music based on that. You have to redefine yourself based on that principle. Who am I? What have I went through? What have I gone through? And let that music reflect that, because people are going to relate to that. People are going to say, I get that portion, which is why your music has to be your truth. Because when you put it out there and you define it and you write it, people can relate to that.
Where's Gene?
Let's see.
I think he went in. No.
No problem, too. I appreciate you guys listening. For everybody who's saying thank you for look at every situation as chance to network. Yes, 100%. Rockstar says real talk. Appreciate it. You can network at a level 7-Eleven. He said you can network. We don't even have 7-Elevens here. That bothers me because I be wanting a Slurpee sometime and I can't even get one. All right. Also, guys, if you haven't followed me, please make sure you go on Instagram and follow me at Music Millionaires on Instagram. Please make sure you follow me there, because I be dropping jewels. DJ Salt, what's going on, family? That's what I'm talking about. By the way, guys, as well, we are on Station Head, so all my people who own iPhones, and Karis, if you ain't got an iPhone yet, I'm gonna talk about you on that damn Android. I'm calling you out. Get you a Station, get you a iPhone, guys, and if you are, download the Station Head app in the iOS App Store. Come check me out. It's GOAT Music. And we are streaming. That's another way you guys can get royalties. You come in, if your music is already uploaded into the system, you request the music. When we're on live, we will stream your music, and that's royalty money. We have no problem. Send your people there to request your music. It's called GOAT Music radio station. And have your people come to us, request your music when we're on live, and that's streaming revenue. We'll add you to the playlist. The more people that actually request your music, the more revenue you'll generate. Again, it's all about each one teach one and everybody help. Okay, guys? Yes, I am on IG, Music Millionaires. You can't miss my big head self. And yes, I agree with DJ Salt. Station Head is the next wave of us controlling the radio. I'm telling you, the digital age, man, this millennial age, we're taking over. It's a wrap. Like empowered to you completely. Again, if you sign a deal with a record label, understand one simple thing. Record label is signing you because you've already done all the damn work. And if you've done all the work, which is the fan base, why the hell would you go and sign a damn deal? Unless it's for publishing, unless it's for distribution, that's it. If they can't help you get your business together, it's a completely thing. What else I missed? You guys been dropping some questions. That's what I'm talking about. Come back from being on a hiatus, live stream hiatus for 3 months, and you got questions. I mean, valuable questions. Thank you all for the questions. All of you, man. You guys are running some beautiful questions down. Lighthouse Music says, I've recently formulated a record label with my son, and we are both in the process of releasing instrumental projects. What is the best way to monetize the project and still sell the beats on the projects? First and foremost, let me say this to you. If you are working on a project, because you haven't defined the type of project you're looking for, are you releasing music as artists or you're releasing music as producers? If you're releasing music as artists, then I would not try and monetize my beats by selling to someone else, because that's just completely wrong. You don't do that. But if it's just a situation where you are actually releasing tracks that you're trying to sell to artists, the best way to do it now is YouTube and Instagram. Guys, I'm gonna say this to you again. YouTube isn't going anywhere. They've shown you that. Instagram doesn't seem like it's going anywhere. They've teamed up with Facebook. So the best way to do that is, be careful, baby. Be careful. Is to monetize it that way. But you have to get it distributed. And I know one of the things that you guys are dealing with as far as an issue with YouTube is not having enough subscribers and views, watch time views, to actually make money off your music. That's a part of what we do with our distribution now with UMG. We offer the distribution on YouTube. So it doesn't matter whether or not you have enough subscribers or not. We can actually monetize your music anyway. We can even claim your video on your behalf if you want. You know, hey, that's our video, so we can claim it all the way around. But that's just one way to do it. Thank you, Dim Beats Production. Dim Beats were like, talk about the Anchor app podcast. Yes, guys, if you haven't checked me out, check out one of my other videos I just recently did. You can see me in my podcast. I'm gonna start doing more podcasts. I want to start interviewing you guys. Y'all cats be listen, y'all be asking me all these questions. Y'all won't let me ask you questions. I'll be like, listen, let me interview you. Let me see what you're going on. Let me see how you do your process. Let's talk to producers. Tell me what you succeeded on. Tell me what you need help on. Talk. And y'all be scared to get on radio and video streams with me, man. Y'all be scared to do that, man. You know what I'm saying? You know, I don't appreciate that shit. You put me on blast and I can be on live with him. Y'all gonna ask me 1,001 questions, but I can't do it to you, really. But check me out on Anchor, man. I'm definitely on Anchor on Music Millionaires, and I try my best to give you guys some jewels, man. And I'm gonna tell you something too, guys. You guys, a lot of you guys here, like if you notice, because I can't see your stuff unless I scroll up. If you notice, if you aren't catching anything else, how much skills you guys have. Matter of fact, if you are Music Millionaires, make sure you guys go into the portal and sign in to discuss, because Pedazzo and Dim Beats and all these guys who are they're old heads, man. You know what I mean? They who have the skill and understand the music business are there. We can answer questions. You can go into our discuss group, ask questions, and get all the answers you need from a lot of these veterans, man. Y'all just understand that. W Walker 44 says, thanks guys, but more specifically, what are the best ways to create a website for playing and selling your music? Great question, W Walker. It's real simple right now. Nowadays, most of you guys are using Wix. However, the catch with Wix is you got to pay them monthly access to continue to use it, even though you're using that drag and drop. What people are sleeping on now is WordPress. And I do this on my new tutorial with Music Millionaires because we have a whole new course that we've dropped. I mean, complete real course that we dropped. But WordPress is one of the #1 ways you can do it. On one of these videos, I dropped a link where you can go and get the website for like $55 a year. Okay, $55 a year, which I think boils down to like maybe $3 a month. But WordPress is the best because now WordPress has Eliminator in it. Eliminator is basically a drag and drop that allows you to drag your SoundCloud accounts, any music. It's so simplistic, and I got a video tutorial I'm doing it as well. But it's real simple, and literally WordPress now is the best way to go, guys. You guys don't have no reason not to have a website up and have it done and looking good without having to do any kind of real design. You may have to get some banners made up here and there for the most part, but it's real simplistic. And E-Time, see them talking about Spadazzo and Dim Beats got it, man. They got your back, guys. Delta L triplet says, man, please interview me. I'm all for it. More the better. Hands down. Make sure you email me and we get it in and definitely do an interview with you guys. I mean that from the bottom of my heart. Let's get it in. This is what I do because I want to be able to. I will interview you guys on air. I try not to do. If I'm not doing paid consultations, I want to do consultations that I can at least interview you guys. I'm just being straightforward, no fluff. I prefer to do interviews where I can utilize the content and put it on podcasts because you have no idea some of you guys' questions and what you guys go through are the same for everybody. Okay, it's universally the same issue and gripes, and it just helps everybody else when I'm able to interview you live and then put it on podcast or like the music scam, video that I did with the brother, you know what I mean? Him being able to let me call him and you guys hear it. So, I'm definitely down for that. Dizzy says, I am interested in managing a group of friends that make their own music. Should I get the copyrights before releasing material on a website we purchased the domain for? Now, let me be very clear when it comes to managing and copyrights. Management is just that. You are managing that person's career. Within that management contract should be the rights to all their music and to represent that music. You as a manager should never own the copyrights of any of your artists. That is not what you do. Your job is to represent the artist and the copyrights, and it has to be a reflection of that management contract. That's something as well that you guys need to hear and understand. When you have management, they have the rights to represent your music and you as the artist. Okay? And what you put inside of that contract stipulates how they'll be able to actually represent you. Very clear on that, because I've heard many a times people say management, and then that management be publishing or distribution or record label type conversation and talk, and that's completely wrong. So be very clear that you understand what management is, what copyrights is, and if you own an artist's copyright, it should be under a work for hire, meaning that you hired them to make this work for you, and they understand that what they did is yours, and that they got paid flat right. Okay. musicmillionaires@gmail.com. Diamond, I definitely got you, Carrots. We got you. Kyle Lovett Music, no problem, man. I live for this. I wanted to go live. It was a Sunday. My children are here. They're working on their YouTube videos. My son been working on his music. He's, putting out some music, and so I said, let me go and jump on here and just talk to you guys 100%. Difference between monetizing or selling. Monetizing is selling. It's tomato, for lack of a better word. Monetizing is just you being able to take your music on a platform like YouTube and be able to make money off of it. Selling it is pretty much the same thing. Selling is when you're allowing it to stream. Right now, because of the market and the times that we live in, most people don't want to buy downloads. You got to have some true fans, which is a whole nother conversation, that will download it because they just want to feel like they supported you. But monetization is the same thing, where you're taking your music or your content and you're making it available on a platform, and they're allowed to put advertisements on it and then give you a portion of the sales revenue from that. Selling your music is, like I said before, just allowing your music to be available for download. There's no ifs, ands, or buts. There's no commercials involved. They just download that music or however they get it, and they're able to, listen to it without the commercials. Label perspective too, I have to really understand. Companies basically take your music, either make it available for digital distribution, they make it available for TV and sync placements, they make it available for labels or artists who are looking for your music. Publishing companies have a variety of jobs they basically do just to be able to release it to someone and just say, basically, this is my artist, this is the song that you can purchase, and it's just a detailed thing. But publishing also is the other side of your money. Publishing, there's another side of the money, which is publishing that you get, and if you have a publishing company set up, then you basically acquire publishing along with writers and performance and things of that nature. But it's real, it's simplistic but deep at the same time. Music Millionaires website is under construction, but it should be available. It should be up. What is today? Yeah. Would you suggest selling beats on CDs? No, don't even waste the money selling beats on CDs no more. Digital now. People want stuff like that. People want instantaneous. Matter of fact, you used to see back in the days a bunch of CDs and stuff that be sitting inside of the little East Indian stores and gas stations and stuff like that, and they'll sell them $5 for $20 and shit like that. Now you're not even making money off that, because now people got their phones. They're getting unlimited data on their phones. You can stream everything you want, hook it into your audio console at home, your car, stream it. You could Bluetooth it. So it don't even make sense to sell CD. I'm just being honest with you, unless you just want to have the physical product. A lot of times people do it for shows, because now your fans want memorabilia. Okay, and there's no greater memorabilia than to have an actual physical. Used to be album or vinyl album or CD that you can sign for them, and they have a physical copy of that. So if you're going to do it that way, I would do it that way versus trying to actually sell CDs that people you have to print, press, ship out. They have to wait on it. It's not worth it unless you're doing it the other way. Kyle Lovett Music says, is it smart to partner with an influencer and give them a percentage of the writer's share? Now, that is a creative way to look. I wouldn't give up a portion of my rider share. If you're going to deal with an influencer, give them affiliate money, give them money for the sales, give them money up front. Don't give them your rider share, because that's your retirement. You know what I mean? I'll just be honest with you. Your performing, your royalties are your retirement. You don't want to get into that complicated aspect of having to report for the next 15, 20 years royalty sales to someone. You know, if they have, and let me explain something to you. If you did something like that, they would have to have at least 200,000-300,000 subscribers, if not a million. We have to have an agreement where the music will always be up. It will always be available. It needs to be a part of a subject that will always be searched. It's just it's real funny, but I would prefer to pay an influencer and then give them percentage of what they continue to generate. That'll be the best way to do that. WJ Walker, and I apologize. I'm trying to get to all you guys' questions. Demario, what's going on, family? Long time no see. Let me go with OG Montague, and then I'll go to WJ Walker. How long should I promote a single before it drops? Give yourself a minimum of 3 months to 6 months. Okay, minimum of 3 to 6 months. All right, and that's you building up a fan base, getting people to understand you have lyrics, doing some live raps, and talking about the project, and some ups and downs you're going through your life. Get a chance to fans to get a chance to build and know you, and you're following up, and then do it that way. But 3 to 6 months minimum. WJ Walker says, what about mastering? I'm still an amateur when it comes to mastering. Basically go by ear, no theory. But is there a reliable, honest source to get your music mastering, or is there just a waste of time? No, actually, there's multiple different ways, and a lot of my engineers don't agree with this because they've worked so hard to master their craft. But now, with technology, and let's just be honest, guys, with the invention of AI and where we're going, some of this stuff is just going to be hands down. A lot of you engineers need to start making that shift to, is being the person who is coding these softwares that are mastering servers. But if you look in a lot of my videos, you will see a link to Cloud Bounce, where you can actually get unlimited mastering. You don't have to know mastering. It basically does it for itself, does it for you. Again, these are overseas friends of mine who are good at what they do, and they give you flat rates, unlimited mastering, and things like that. It's honestly, they've created an app because they understand how mastering is and the art of engineering, and understands that there's only certain things that you could do within it once you have that that space that they need in between it. So it's just really where you are mentally. You know what I mean? If you're just pumping out a bunch of mixed beats and you're putting it out, you want to make it sound good, to your potential clients, then you might want to use something that's automated versus trying to pay an engineer to do each and every track that you are putting out as a producer. If you are an artist, then it's always good to get professional sounding music mastered. But again, if you got a damn good mix on it and you can use an automated software like Cloud Bounce, do it. But if you are looking at really spending some money on your project, and you're going to be doing a lot of marketing, you're spending money on marketing, and you got all the elements of a major label in place, then just go ahead and get it professionally mastered. What's a good publisher to go through, or can you create your own company for a low cost? Yes, EMA Beats, great question. Publishers most of the time reach out to you once you reach a certain plateau. Like for us, it was Rondor Music. Rondor reached out to us, and that's how we was getting placements. That's how we was getting opportunities. They were connecting us with artists like Dr. Dre and the rest. But that's because we had an established track record for making hits. So you can always create your own publishing company, again, just so that you can acquire your publishing. But again, that's from the business aspect of let her know that I'm recording. That is from the business aspect of just doing it the right way, and just getting all your eggs in the basket. And I've always communicated with you guys to know every aspect of the business. So yes, create your publishing companies. Once you get your production company up and running and you're legal, you can just easily convert that to a publishing company, just hands down, because you as the songwriter or beat maker, you are the artist. Okay, so the artist will be requiring his money as Dem Beats, or your real legal name, actually, because that's what you need to register under. And then your publishing company could be your actual production company. It's not a real hard process. You're more than welcome, Kyle. Not writership, but maybe of track or two. I don't understand. I've created I have crates of my last CD lying under my studio desk. I get to sell then only at gigs nowadays. Sad but true. Okay. Uh, you keep saying love. How to get attention from advertising agencies to listen to your song. Now, that's a very great question. Again, it's all based on your fan base. You have to build your fan base out. Your fans speak for you. When you build up a momentum where people are talking about you, and you get to that point where you have hundreds of thousands of people or tens of thousands of people following you. Most of these people following you are connected to some kind of agency, and that's how it'll happen. It won't be because you solicit them. Most you got to realize, people like myself, we get tens of thousands of emails. I get thousands of emails on my email address alone, and that's not with me soliciting for music. That would be just people wanting to connect with me because they understand that we're part of the peacemakers and what part I played in the music industry. So you can imagine real agencies that are legitimately helping people or who have done some great things, how many they actually get. And you don't want to send unsolicited material, especially if you haven't done the work. I'll tell you again, guys, record labels are telling you straightforward right now, and this is the same thought process behind every other agency and every other company. We're not dealing with you if you haven't done the groundwork yourself, and that's a truth. That is, live that truth, guys, that if you have not done the groundwork that got people that's interested in your music, do not contact anybody, because that's what they're going to be looking for. They got to look for a way to recoup. And I've had to have this conversation like 8 times this week with people I know. You know what I mean? And I know I probably said some things that hurt their feelings, but it becomes rhetorical, man. People don't want to hear the truth, but you got to live your truth. I don't give a damn how bad life is going for you right now. I don't care. Use that issue of life and build your brand. Okay, use that struggle. How I work when I went through shit, when I was down and out and done, I use my failure as my way to succeed. I use that because I have to govern and set a template for myself in order to succeed. So when I'm down and out or things aren't right, that's what I do in order. That's my motivation to make shit work. Do the same thing, guys. You know what I mean? But don't be contacting people just thinking they're supposed to give you a deal or work with you because you contacted them and you got great music. Great music. Everyone's making great music, bro. I've heard at least 100,000 tracks this year. Great music, great beats, great hooks, great songs. But if you haven't done the work, there's nothing I could do for you. Carlos Harrell says, "Can you talk about coding your music and media base?" I don't understand the exact question, Carlos. Try to redefine it for me. Um, Mario Thomas says, "I'm currently interning at Royal Studios with Boo Mitchell, who did Bruno Mars, Uptown Funk, and a couple other songs with Mark Ronson." Smart. That's what I'm talking. Now that's smart. You're interning. You're right there in the midst, and all that can happen, Demario, from there is, as long as you are mastering your craft, you will get opportunities. Trust me on that one. Don't come in hard. Don't be overbearing. Go in there under the pretense of trying to learn what you know. You exude. Make sure you share and show them that you know what the hell you're doing when it comes to that. But if you don't know, don't come in overbearing. Don't be pushy. Don't do none of that shit. Just play your part, and opportunities will happen. That's what people really like, to see people know what they're doing and they're not pushy. But people, within the industry, when you are in that professional setting, people are looking for other people to mentor. These guys are looking for people to mentor. They know that they can make money with you guys if they can spread that workload to somebody they trust. So, is investing in YouTube as a good idea? Yes. Yes, but have all your eggs in your basket. Have your website up. Have a define where you want to go with it. Know what the ending outcome is supposed to be. If you don't have that, okay? If you do not have that, then you're wasting money. So make sure you have that. The name of the app is called Cloud Bounce. It's in my videos. Just go to my channel, check out a couple of my videos, look in the description, and you'll see it. Say Cloud Bounce. Just click on the link. Dem Beat Productions asks, in your opinion, what is a good length of time to allow your music to sit with a music library that didn't place your music before you should shop to other libraries? I'll be honest with you, Dem Beats Production, there is no right amount of time, which is a great question. You should have a catalog of music that you have. It won't affect you. It won't affect you. And also depend on your deal that you have. If you have a deal with the library that says this is non-exclusive, in other words, you can shop your music or you can retitle your music, go with those. Those are a lot better for you. But if you have enough music, you don't have to worry about having 5 or 10 tracks sitting in a music library. It's not going to affect you because I got 10,000 tracks. That's one of the things that made me and my brother effective. It wasn't because we was writing song after song after song, and every song that we wrote was being placed. No, it was the fact that we had over 10,000 songs, full complete songs that we could shop at any point in time. We would just send you over a group of music and then let you, embellish in it. So you guys got to start building your library up, and you also have to start getting with these songwriters. Songwriter is one of the most important things you guys can have in the camp. It's easier, and all this stuff I'm teaching in the course. I'm telling you, I'm teaching you this stuff in the course. I'm giving it to you for free now. Songwriters are one of the most important aspects that you can have on your team. Either a hook writer, songwriter, someone that has melody, someone that can do something. But my point being, them beats, is you should have enough music that leaving them in the library for a couple of years isn't going to hurt you. A lot, and you got to realize that libraries tend to grasp music on projects that are looking for a specific genre or feel. That's what I really want you guys to get. What I want you guys to do, here's an assignment. Here's what I want you to assignment. Here's what you're going to submit to me. Okay, this is what I'm telling you guys to do. Don't even F with me if you don't do this. Go find a snippet of a movie or an independent film on YouTube and create theme music based on that event. I want you to look at that music or look at that video scene and create music that you feel should go to it. That's how you will master the art of getting placements with TVs and films or sync placements. Start making music that matches up with a scene that you feel would represent that scene. That is the key. How can I holler at Harry Fox? Just contact him. Just that simple. WJ Walker, thanks again, brother. Very use your platform. Let's make this every Sunday at noon. I can definitely try this way. I can definitely try to make this every Sunday at noon. Just know my schedule if I'm traveling. Like I'll be doing a lot of traveling, like the middle of the month all the way till the middle of next month for several different things. Video, we got a lot of video content. We got a lot of events. So I'll try my best. Even if I'm on the road, I'll try to make it every Sunday. DeMario, that's true by the interning. You have a room full of demos. People think they're the next hit. That's how it works, bro. All right, peace and blessings, Cloudbound Works. Yes, sir. Thank you. You're more than welcome, them beats. What is your opinion of Song Trader? Are they a reliable library? And I'll be honest with you about Song Trader, Vinrajit. I've just recently received several emails under the scam category about them, so I don't know. I have never used Song Trader. I've always dealt with sources directly. But I've gotten several emails with complaints. People said they're not getting their money. They know that they're getting streams. They've had no way to really recoup or even contact anybody. So I don't know. I would definitely Google and find out, but you guys gotta be careful, man. You gotta be real careful. Linux Royal says, I don't have a lot of money. Is there any way I can get equipment? Linux, if you're on the phone right now, or if you're on a laptop right now, that's all you need nowadays. That's all you need right these days, bro. I mean, nowadays, there are great condenser mics that are USB. A lot of musicians and producers don't agree with that statement. I use a USB condenser mic that was sent to me to try out called Fi-Fine, and it was like $29. Dope. You gotta realize that these Chinese manufacturers and people are creating equipment for the low. But if you have a laptop, iPhone, Android these days, you can basically record, create everything you need, bro. You don't have to go and spend the tens of thousands of dollars in equipment. You don't have to go and buy the machines and all this different stuff. You get virtual DAWs. You can go online. There's free online DAWs right now online that you create, record, and all this other stuff. By the way, guys, if you like these videos, 43 of you here, still here. If you like this video and this live stream, make sure you give it a thumbs up, guys. I need you to put them likes. Hit the likes up, guys. Hit the likes so that people know that I'm giving you some valuable information. But Linux Raw, you can basically get this done for a little nothing. You don't need to spend a lot of money in production equipment to make a living. That's one thing I love now about technology. And all my veteran producers, please verify this. Today in production, we used to have so much, man. We used to have Mackie boards. We used to use basically an EPS. EPS was like damn near 4 or 5 feet long. And Karis, you know what I'm talking about. We used to have the EPS. We had the Akai. The original thing was the 808 machine. And 808 at one time was $1,500. And that's like back in the 80s. Nowadays, you guys got laptops, phones, computers. My sons are making beats on their phones. You know, my sons are doing everything on their iPads now, so it doesn't take much, bro. If you're on here now with me, either on a phone or a laptop or your computer, you got everything you need, man. And I mean that 100%. Ag Dog said Craigslist. You can find cheap equipment on Craigslist as well. WJ Walker, it's too many libraries to list. I'll be honest with you, there's too many libraries to list, 100%. Demario says, SG1, you will learn promotion, marketing, artist management, how a producer work, play a part in everything, song structure, arrangement. You learn scoring by listening to producer arrangement. Good. See, and again, you guys are getting jewels right now from a lot of the veteran producers in here that's saying Craigslist, you know, they sold a lot of stuff there. They sell it, especially a lot of producers and people trying to get rid of equipment. It didn't work out. So, you know, it just depends on what you want to do, man. But just as far as free, you have it in your hand. Desperado Erratico Stop says, is it necessary to create a VAT or a label or label? Which of them? Now, when you start talking about that, that sounds like something that's overseas. If you're in the music industry, the best thing to do is create a production company. Just register and file your business the legitimate way in your particular country. I'm not familiar with all of the laws internationally, but I do know universally they're the same, especially the European and American, because a lot of American business laws and practices come from the European network, the European country, the EU. So it's pretty much the same, but get your production company. That production company can then convert to a label. Record labels just wear the title label at the end, but you can convert it, you know what I mean, either way. But I would definitely get you a production company, start out with that, and then work your way into a label status. Learn the business. That's what this channel's here for. This is what I do. I teach the business side of the music industry. And try to show you guys how not to get scammed and all the things that you need to do, but learn the business side of that, so that way once you decide to take that step in the music label aspect of it, you're ready. But again, master social media marketing, because that's where the large portion of success is. If you guys are paying attention, you'll notice a lot of social media influencers now coming into the industry, like comedians and shit like that, and then they leave out as musicians and rappers because that's what they wanted to do from the jump. And they use social media to get there. You know what I mean? So just pay attention to what's going on. Remix. That's the key, guys. Remix everything. No, don't worry about the English. The English was perfect. I understood completely. Lennox Roy, you're more than welcome. Vishrachi, you're more than welcome as brother. I appreciate you so much, man. Yeah, like I said, my old heads in here, us old heads in here, you know what I mean? 30 and up, we in here. We're going to give it to you. We're going to give it to you. You know what I mean? That's what this is about. Music Millionaires is not just about giving you guys fluff. It's about the real talk. I don't care to have 100,000 subscribers. I wish you guys would send me 100,000 subscribers, but I want subscribers that are real about their business, and they can hear the message. They really understand what's going on. So you will see that. That's a reflection of the people that really, my family, the guys I mess with, BK Banger, Spadazzo, Dem Beats, Demario Towns, all these brothers, you know what I mean? Some of them are young, some of these are old heads. But those are the people, man, that, you know, when you hone in, that's the community that you want in your circle. You are a product of your circle. If you don't have a circle of people who know what they're talking about, or who are able to give you something, right, to make you succeed, then that's what it is. And I'm gonna tell you something. Don't get discouraged, guys. Come back to this channel every chance you get, because one of the things you do and what business people do, we sit down and have a round table. That's what you do. We sit back and we strategize. We talk about what's working, what's not working, what is working, what won't work, what has worked, what we can make, we can create. That's what this is about. This whole live stream is about that. Communicating together, sitting down and talking about what worked, what don't work. And so, you know, like I said, if you are not subscribed to the channel, make sure you subscribe and click the bell notification, because when we get it in like this is what you want to be, part of the round table. You know, you got the best minds in the business right here, man. You know what I mean? And some of us, like you like one of the brother or sister earlier said, they came in, they had a level of success. Now they want to know, how do they redefine themselves? But all that success they had, I want to know about that. What did you do then? How did you get there? And you should be asking those same questions to people like this, man. So if you see a producer on here and they're dropping jewels and knowledge, go subscribe to their YouTube channel or chat it up with them, you know, follow them on Instagram, things of that nature, man, you know, and get it. Y'all got Carrots in here from Diamondback Entertainment. You know, she's been in the industry a while on the what's the word? The CEO side of things. She's still a CEO, you know, but she's an artist as well. So, you know, do your thing, man. Jay Griffin says, beware, my investigations turned up that most libraries do not like songs with melody lead lines. They tend to look for chords with a beat. See, so again, jewels. Jules. Vishwati says Cakewalk is free. I used it for 15 years. Great DAW. You're more than welcome. You're more than welcome, everybody. Love you as well, brothers. Love you, love you, love you. Trust me, love you. Then Diamond now. Karis just said something that was real. You can't be a label without bank, because that was the first video I did when I started YouTube, which was telling you that when you want to be signed to a record labels are nothing but banks. Okay, they are your money, the finance behind what you need to do. So she hit it on the nose. Mark J Music says there is an art to producing for libraries. I'll pay for you to buy a reputable course on production for TV and film. Like us and hello, peace and blessings. What's going on, family? One-on-one vibration. I know that's right. Dewan 2079 says, back to where I started, the round table. That's right, man. That's what this is all about, man. Each one teach one. Loving it. Allen's Q Chief says, it is best to do an LLC for a production company. Yes, 100%. LLC, limited liability company, is the best thing to do if you want to do it. It says, if you want to do cover songs and original work and basically sign yourself, what is the best type of business to start? Again, it doesn't matter as long as you get incorporated. Based on your question alone, again, limited liability company is just that, limited liability company. You don't have to have the slew of investors or partners for a limited liability company. You can be pretty much everything, man. So, it just depends on where it is. The best way to start is exactly that, getting that business side set up, man. That's a part of my course I teach people about. The business is the key, man. Getting that found. That's where we effed up at. We oftentimes as musicians, we are so prideful and egotistical. All we see is the music side of things, right? So as long as I'm pumping out great music and I'm putting out great music, I think that's it, right? But you got to get the business side together, because that separates you from the personal liability that you'll take on as well. When you're in the music business, there is so much that is banked on the business side. Matter of fact, when you get signed by a label, you're not signing with let's say Quincy, or you're not signing with Dre. You're signing with Aftermath. You're signing with Q Entertainment. You're signing with the label, right? So that should tell you guys everything. Everything that they do is based on a corporate structure. So your corporate structure is the first thing that you need to do. The second thing that you need to do is get signed with your performing rights organizations. Once you get signed with your performing rights organization, the third thing you need to do is then understand marketing and public relations and start building resources and understanding what it's going to take to market yourself, if you're looking at it from the standpoint of a label, or if you're looking at it from the standpoint of a production company, or if you're looking at it from the standpoint as an artist. Just depends on where you are. The fourth thing, and the most important thing that you could do, is what you're doing right now. So for any of you that are planning on jumping off of this now, you're gonna miss out on one of the most important tools that I'm teaching in the course as well. Collaboration. Most important thing you could do right now is what we're doing now, collaborating. Because all of our opportunities came not because we were just dope writers, but because we linked up with other producers and artists who had connections. That was the key. We and our work came from other producers. Producers that was looking for us. They needed writers. They needed producers. They needed to expand their sound. Some of the best music ever is a collaboration of multiple producers and artists. Right? I don't want to spill the beans. Reality show, though, it's going down. Trust me, my reality show is going down. So that's the thing that you want to do as well, collaborate, man. And those are the logistics, again, of what you need to be doing for your business. And I hope that helps you guys out. I hope that explained it. Is it viable for an overseas artist to sign up with the PRO? Of course. If your music is streaming in America or anywhere, yes. You need to sign. Every country has a performing rights organization. I don't care where you are. Sign up under a performing rights organization, then sign up as a production company, as a publisher, under another foreign, wherever your music's going to be at, you need to be signing for that representation. So yes, definitely. Right. You hit it right on the nose, 1986. What you know and who you know should go hand in hand. So many of our writing, like all the credits we have. And most of you guys who don't know, just Google the Peacemakers. Google the Peacemakers. I can't even. I have so many experiences within my bag. My wife, I keep telling you this. My wife has to tell me, like, you remember when we talked to so and so? You remember when we did? I'm like, for real? Oh yeah. Oh wow. Yeah, you're right. We have worked with so many producers and so many artists and have so many experiences. All of it came and stemmed from. It was a trickle effect. Justice League, David Rotham, Sean Kingston, trickled. It was just a trickle effect. Trickle effect. They were dope producers, or they had great production. They needed songwriters. Songwriters that need great producers. Somebody that's selling music or was trying to get their music placed with Britney Spears. Somebody was trying to sell a song to Donnell Jones. They had the great track. The A&R loved the track, but they were like, look, we need some writers. Oh, we got the perfect guys. Hey, this is the opportunity. Jamie Foxx, Donnell Jones, Kelly Rowland, Britney Spears, Jessica Simpson, Sean Kingston, JoJo, R. Kelly, blah, 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 blah. I hate I said that. My bad. Back just, but anyway, all those opportunities came from ASCAP do charge for signing up with them. I think it's $50. It's well worth it because it's a lifetime event. BMI doesn't charge anything. Demario says, learn how to craft trailer music will help a lot for any producer. It expands your song structure. Demario, look at you. Demario, you got the big boy pants on. So your whole conversation has changed up from the first time you came to the channel, bro. Look at that. I liking that, Demario. Go ahead, Demario. Delta L Triplet says, my father always said, my father always said that it is the business of music. That's 100% correct. Anyone who's been following my channel knows I've always said that. Business of music. You better know the business in order to have success. That's a fact. Fred Frazier, what's going on, Fred Frazier? I ain't seen you in a while either, man. Peace and blessings, fam. We've been getting it in, man, for the last almost hour and a half, guys. Has it been an hour and a half? It's 90 minutes. It'll be an hour and a half. So, yeah, man, 100%, man. Fred, we getting it in, brother. Delta L Triplet says, absolutely speak the truth. That's 100%. Kodak Payne says, nothing is wrong with R. Kelly. No, R. Kelly has great music, and it's a subject that I'm really skeptical about talking about. I prefer the podcast about R. Kelly. I think I've already did. Unfortunately, though, again, it goes back to what we talked about with today's society. People nowadays cannot separate. We're so sensitive. We cannot separate the entertainment away from the personal. And that's the life we live now. Everybody want to know who you're screwing, how you're fucking. Even though I do not agree with what he is being accused of or what he has done, it still just says so much about the world we live in at the end of the day. And I'll leave it like that. Oh, Dewan says, I owe the success I have to learning what I learned here, man. Beautiful, man. That's a blessing, man. Thank you so much, brother. I really mean that, man. I really mean that. Yeah, man. That means a lot to me. That's the results I want to see, because there's a lot of you guys that I've helped really mold their career, and it just reaffirms me and helps me know that what I'm giving you is valuable enough that you can say that. That really means so much. Yeah. And Alien Skeet, I think you know what that is. Yeah, I just said Alien Skeet. I heard that mischief. Excuse me, that didn't even sound right. I think so much of it is that. Let's talk about that aspect, because I think that's important as well, because especially for all of you who are here. It is. I think it is a situation where a lot of the reality over the whole situation with Kel is not being dispersed about these parents. But because if you notice a lot with these girls, a lot of them are musicians, want to be musicians, artists. I don't think, especially with these children's parents, none of them didn't know or don't know. You know who R. Kelly is. You know what it's been. You know, when he married Aaliyah, you knew. But they're not talking about that. They're not talking about, well, it's about, everyone wants notoriety nowadays. Everyone wants their 5 minutes of fame and glory, and so they'll do it by any means necessary. What they're fearful of, the truth is coming out. Hey, yeah, we pushed our daughter on R. Kelly. Oh, she was getting ready to turn 18. I prefer her to be screwing R. Kelly than screwing a no name, and that's the truth, man. You know what I mean? And so much of that story is untold. But at the end of the day, still, as a man, I have to be able to decipher what society accepts and doesn't accept, right? And like I said, we are so damn sensitive nowadays. Comedians can't even be comedians. No, I was listening to Kevin Hart the other day on the Breakfast Club. He just said some powerful shit because it was real. It's like, I'm a comedian. That's what I do. I'm gonna talk about the things people don't want to talk about, and I'm gonna talk about the funny shit that people don't want to talk about. But now I have to be politically correct. So now you're taking away the comedic aspect of it. But it all boils down to living your truth, knowing the world that we live in, because everything evolves. And that's one of the key phrases that I've always taught people. Change is definite. Anything that does not change dies. And that's what you're seeing. You're seeing the death of an artist. His career is over because he couldn't change and accept that we live in a different world now, and everyone doesn't accept those views. Now let's be realistic, and I don't want to go too far off of the music. Let's be realistic though. We are all products of, quote, according to society in America, pedophilia. Most of our my great grandmother was married at age of 13. Without her being married and my grandfather and all this stuff, we wouldn't be here. Because nature says when a girl is having her cycle, that's when it's supposed to happen. But now we live in a different world where that's not acceptable, and you're supposed to understand that part. Like, let's be realistic. You can't do that nowadays. So we live in a world that's changing, and I'll say this to you: for most of us as producers, this world, I may be an old head and an old dude by the time this happened, but the world and the music industry is going to change another 5 years that we don't even predict or see. And just being honest and real, the world is going to change in a way we can't even comprehend. So, and that's the music industry. Change is definite. Demario says, SG, want to thank you for speaking on learning and knowledge. It builds your professional. So when I do work with the big names, we'll have the knowledge and the character to carry ourselves around the high energy set. That's right, brother. Thank you. I appreciate it. Yes, we are humans, 100%. Yeah, it's a sensitive topic, Carrots, and I don't like talking about it. It's a real sensitive topic. What's the most important place to network in New York? There is no particular place you can network. You have New York. New York is one of the meccas to music, and your thing should be. Matter of fact, if most of you are not signed up, if you haven't released music first and then signed up with the Grammy members of your area, you need to do that. Start attending these events, these shows and events and things like that. Start getting out there, man. You'd be surprised when you start attending these events, especially in New York. And all of it music related, that networking is what you want. Again, don't be pushy, be cool, calm and collective, have your business card, or learn how to mail drop on iPhone, because I'm just learning that. These youngsters, I think, who was it, Herc or one of them, we was in the studio, right, Carrots, I think we was in the studio with Carrots in Atlanta, and the young people was like, their business cards now is the iPhone, so you can take your iPhone and send your business card. But my point being, either have you some physical business cards prepared. Don't give no one a bio of yourself. Put your website up or something like that. Make sure your website is explanatory with your about section, and be able to drop your information from your iPhone. But just go networking in New York. Go to all the events you can, guys. Again, that's a part of the investment. If you're looking at networking and getting those real network connections, then you have to invest in yourself. Buy you some nice little clothes. Make you fashionable, and then go out and hit the floor. Then B says this information with application will bring about transformation. That's what's up, and that's real. Son, can you give me some water, please? What is my opinion on selling merch at gigs? Do it, bro. That's the heart of your money, man. Do it. If somebody feeling you and they like what you do and you represent, you gonna sell. That's most of your money, family. Sell the merch at your gigs. That's what you do. That's what you need to do. Okay. Nick C. Taylor asks, how does the music submission project work? I don't understand what music submission project, because there's so much behind music submission. You got to be very specific to what you're talking about. Producers need to learn how to advertise themselves like the majors. My son gives me a plastic cup in my house, like we don't have real glasses. Say a red cup, like we at a party.
I mean, I can get a different cup.
No, it's fine now. I'm drinking water. I just needed water, but thank you. This is you guys not wanting to have to wash dishes later on.
I can just buy more cups.
Mm-hmm. Okay. It's a party over here, guys. I'm drinking a cup. This ain't no alcohol either. And you're welcome. You're welcome, Nevis. Um, all right. So you guys are winding down. So you saying to me that I answered all your questions, huh? In 90 minutes, I answered all the questions that you guys need in the music industry. Yeah.
The sheep got stuck in the fence.
The sheep is stuck in the fence.
Yeah, look.
The sheep head is stuck in the fence for real.
Yeah, look.
No, the sheep head is stuck in the fence. Go ahead, take care of that.
Just bring the light. You know what I'm saying? Just
It's cold, bro. I have to put my. Let me. Oh, this is the shit I got to deal with right here. So y'all think it's just all about music for me? Yeah, sheeps and pigs and horses and chickens and rabbits and all this other stuff. And he just lost his horn too. Anyway, let's see.
I think he's out. Never mind.
He's out. Dewan 2079 says, SG, how do I get hot in the country? I love the fact I'm getting spins in other countries more than the US, because here's something I really want you to really relate to. And it goes back to what I said to a lot of you guys who are here now, and this truth. The reason why you're getting more spins in other countries because, and I hate to say this, other countries put more value on our money, on our music. So whether it's hip hop, whether it's R&B, they value our music because some of the greatest musicians came out of the United States, and they know that, and so they've used that to plateau. So you're making a way and you're getting more spins because of that. Don't run from it. Don't run from it. Don't feel like you have to focus on the USA. There is artists I know in a couple of my subscribers that live in other countries that I promise you, they're making 6-figure incomes and they're no-name artists. No-name artists. So don't run from it. Just go with it. Maybe you can convert it from there to there. And we can go into how you can do it, but just focus on that, man. If you're making and you're getting more spins overseas, that's where you tour, because you can go overseas as a no-name. Not one person knew. Matter of fact, Billy Blanco, man. He was in Tampa. He made more money overseas than he did in the United States. Millionaire status overseas versus the United States. So don't run from it, man, at all. Go. If you're making money overseas, go with it. Go harder. Go harder. That's what you should be doing. Anywhere that you're making money, you should go harder. See, Kara says she met the top guy at Atlantic Records at a YouTube Grammy party. Fred, you love you too, brother. No, it's a white sheep, but I am a black sheep, but it's a white sheep. Thank you so much. What else you guys got? What else you got? That's right. Do not be afraid to uproot. Vanilla Ice said he's still selling overseas, 100%. Most of my very first TV placement was on the album, the movie Bring It On. Remember the first Bring It On with Alicia Silverstone? Them. I'm still making money overseas off of that. I still get royalty checks for that. Good, Dewan. Don't run from it at all. That's where most of your money's gonna come from. They'll stream my music, video streaming on Facebook, fetch me revenue. There's companies that's advertising they can give you Facebook rev, but my research that I've researched, they literally Facebook have not really found a legitimate way to monetize. In other words, they're not paying streaming platforms yet. I haven't seen a DMCA notice or a license agreement or BMI or ASCAP at the bottom of their page, which will say that any music that is streamed on their platform will be monetized by them, and I haven't seen it. There's nothing supporting that fact. I've seen people advertise it, that, when you distribute your music with us, we can monetize it to Facebook, but that has to be something that they are individually going after, and then you can't monetize something that has no ads on it. So Facebook isn't making money off of it. You can't make money off of it. It just goes hand in hand. So with CD Baby, yeah, CD Baby has to come. They really have to up their game, because again they have for so long just focused on CD. They was one of the best CD distribution platforms out at one time, but that's only because they sold your CDs. They have to really up their game. PK MQLC. I can't see it that far. I've been writing and rapping since 13, but didn't take it to studio. Only started going to studio at 33. What's your take on this? PK M. Kalusi from South Africa here. What do you mean by didn't take it to studio until 33? What is I'm not what am I not understanding about being in South Africa? Because I do have artists in South Africa that I signed. Sean Levi is one of my artists out of South Africa. So be more specific in your question. I can answer. Diamond says I have a question. Can we talk after the live? Diamond, really? 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 Yes, Shilu. Okay. Come on, guys. Listen. Let me say this for you too, Chad Zilla Beats, because that's a very great question, and a not really understood question. Your music is copywritten inherently. As soon as you produce it and it is created and you have proof that you created and you publish it first, it's copywritten. However, you should take a catalog of your music and copyright it with the U.S. government, because I think it costs $32 or $38 to send in unlimited music. I don't give a damn how much you send in. If you send it all in at one time and submit it all at one time, that's the best way to do it. If you cover your bases and you don't feel secure, with the fact that you released it first and titled it and or YouTube fingerprinted, because that also helps you, then just go ahead and send it out to be copywritten before you release it. You know what I mean? You need to do what's best for you. You can also research. Just Google music copyright, and you'll see that what I say is right about it being inherently copywritten from the time you create it is yours. But like I teach inside of the course, there's a difference between morality and economics that the government looks at. So yes, morally, you expect somebody to respect your copyright. Economically, the only way you can argue that for the government standpoint, financially, especially if you feel like you have been owed some kind of compensation, is having it officially copywritten with them. And if you do that, don't send in one track, send in a catalog of music and have it all copywritten at one time. Extra Kentelly. Love you too, family. Musicmillionaires at Gmail. Fred Frazier said, I'd like to thank you for giving us the information that you do. You are a blessing. Thank you so much, brother. I appreciate you so much, man. You guys are blessings to me as well. I mean that from the bottom of my heart, especially hearing you guys' talent. Where can I send my instrumentals to get sold? Is Fiverr a great place? Every place, anywhere you can sell your music is a great place. I think, however, you guys are really slipping on Instagram. Inside, for my Music Millionaires, let me tell you guys, inside of the Music Millionaires course and then the website, you can go on there now, and there's an Instagram course, 2.5 hours Instagram course showing you guys how to master Instagram and using Instagram to make it. Let me explain something to you. I can't make this up. My son on Instagram, he just went outside. When I was talking to brought me the water, my son makes $3,000 a week on Instagram. Can't make that up. I wish I could make that up. My son makes $3,000 a week on Instagram, and that's not putting his business out there. And so he'll make easily $500 in a day. So you guys are really slipping on Instagram, 100%, man. I mean that. So. Okay, so now PK says, so I've not been focused on my music until the age of 33. So I've only started recording in the studio, and started releasing now. Oh, listen, you're in your prime, bro. You're good. Now stop. Listen, y'all stop making age a factor. Age only becomes a factor when you feel age is a factor. Stop worried about your age. If you're making great music, if you're making great content, that's all people care about. Great music, man. Don't worry about being 33, bro. Let's go. At 33, you done got some shit out your system. You got a little bit more experience. You're able to sit back and look at all the success stories, seeing what other people did. Take that and evolve it and make it your own. William Sponsor, do you know of any good promo companies in the UK for independent artists? Yes, you. I was just bragging about you making $3,000 a week on Instagram. Yes, you. Stop listening. Stop being willing to pay other people what you could do for yourself. Stop. You could do it yourself. Promotion is just that. My son, you pay my son, he'll promote you. That's how he get paid. So, and it doesn't matter whether you're in the UK or anywhere. I mean, promotion is promotion. You guys got to do it. And I apologize if it's not the answer that you wanted, but we have to get out of the mindset of being dependent on other people's platforms. We have to get out of the mindset of doing that because you're able to do it. And the proof is in other artists who do it. Chance the Rapper, all these independent rappers and musicians who just build a team. Build you a team. Get you guys a team of people, other people that do this, people who are interning, they want the opportunity to promote and market. They're going to school for this, and they want you to be a part of their bio and their success story. It's there, guys. You got to do it, man. You got to do that. I mean, do it if you want to do it, but don't. Okay. What percentage should a new producer ask for when you get a major placement with royalty and publishing? That's one of the things that you understand that. Okay, DeMario, as a producer, you're automatically entitled to 50% of the royalties. Automatic. You're automatically entitled to 50% of the publishing. Automatically, if you have a publishing company or if you have a publishing company representing you. So it's not what you should negotiate on. If it's with a major label or a major artist or multiple producers are involved, then you have to decide what that split is going to be based on what everyone thinks is fair. So, and that's basically what you've done within that production. But you're automatically entitled to 50%. So it's not what you should be negotiating for if you're the solo producer on that. It's what you're going to get regardless. You're more than welcome, PK. Nick C. tell us I could care less about my age. That's what I'm talking about. That's that boss mentality. Care less. Love my music. Don't care about nothing else. And I'm going to release some stuff for you guys to listen on us. I'm going to let you hear some of the stuff we're just sitting on that we've never released. Literally, that I'm going to be releasing. So you guys can really get it. Like, it is what it is. Chatzilla Beat says, thanks, SG. Great answer. I know a lot of producers sample snippets of other producers' music. Yep. It is in the Music Millionaires course. You have to be a part of Music Millionaires in order to get that course. So for my Music Millionaires, it's in there. Yep. IG is a new YouTube when it comes to promo.
Could you read that comment by Jay Goodman?
What was it? Jay Gizmo says, please tell your son to do a tutorial on how he makes that kind of money. Okay. Simplistic. And you know what? He does need to do a tutorial on that at one point in time. I'm definitely going to get him to do it. But it's real simple. Get your Instagram account up, guys. That's how he's doing it. He takes his Instagram account. He makes money on his Instagram. Can't make that up. So that's the simplistic answer to how he makes that amount of money. And cannot make that. I wish I could make that up. I'm like, what am I doing all this for? Like, you know what I mean? Shit, just get me a damn Instagram account, you know what I mean? And build it up. As long as you got a legitimate Instagram account, you can do it. But that's how he's making that money. But that was funny as hell, Jay Gizmo. Because he caught that. He's reading the you guys stuff. Aliski said, tell these Generation Z mofos to stop hating on us millennials. Nobody's hating, bro. I hope nobody's hating. No, man, we love you guys. I promise you. I've learned so much from my son. Matter of fact, in the last 2 months, it's a blessing. It's a blessing. Oftentimes, we as older people get stuck in our mindset. What we know is what we know. So he comes to me and he'll ask me. My children will ask me stuff that they know I'm a master of, right? And then they'll show me other things that I had no clue on. And so it's definitely not hate. I think we definitely can learn from each other as a whole. We just got to get past the ego, man. You know, that's the key, man. That is the key. Terrell Sanders says, if I was to live stream making a beat from scratch, will it be copyrighted? Yeah, I mean, 100% be copyrighted because you're doing it live on the platform and publishing it. It is being published instantly. That is an instant publication, which means instant copyrighted. The key is how you're going to do it And then, okay, so now I want you to understand this. Here's a jewel, Terrell Sanders. Understand that YouTube is a search engine. People use YouTube to search for things they want to learn how to do. So if you guys are going to do YouTube live streaming, okay, and do any kind of educational course, do it under the pretense of how to. How to. What do you think someone wants to know that you're going to be doing within that live stream tutorial? Is it how to create a beat from scratch using Cakewalk, using Machine, using Fruity Loops or FL Studio? They don't call it Fruity Loops, my bad. So that's the whole aspect. Do a how to. Okay. King James on the beat says, "How can you cut the middleman out?" King James, real simple. We've been on here now for over an hour and a half. Learn all of what you need to learn. Everything that you need to know that you're willing to pay someone else to do, you learn it. Real simple. So that means, let me explain something to you guys. I'm gonna hurt your feelings. If that means honing in and buckling down for a month to learn every aspect of the music business, do that. Do it. Under the disguise that I can do it myself. So when I hire people to do it, I know what to expect as far as their results. That's the key. Hey, how can I call into the stream? I don't know how you can call into the stream. Not here. You're trying to do, the only other way that I know is like IG, Instagram. When I go live, you can do it there. Christopher Tate, man, what's going on, Chris? Chris just fell off the map. SG1 new beats coming soon. That's what's up. We waiting for him. Bro, do we have any Music Millionaires motivational listening material? I got audio material in there that you guys listen to. I'm doing a lot of stuff I'm adding. So just stay going to the website, guys, because I'm doing cool. You'll see, if you've been to the website, you'll see now it's structured differently. As far as the tabs, courses, we're going to be dropping audio, a whole bunch of stuff. But if you need more, that's the stuff I need to know. If you guys want this type stuff, if you need motivational stuff, let me know. Let me know. If you just, if you're at work and you just want to listen to audio, let me know, man. I can transcribe all of this stuff that I'm doing now, like this live recording. I can transcribe it, edit it, have it edited down in MP3 form and make it available for you guys. I really can. I can take snippets out of this, but let me know if that's what you want. And that's a great question, Demario. I appreciate it. Music-millionaires.com. Music-millionaires.com. I'm keeping that one. Fred Frazier asked a great question. And Fred, you may be related to me. I'm related to some Fraziers. What do you think about getting your music played in China? 2 thumbs up. Nick Taylor say this stuff is motivation, feel like jumping through the wall. Please don't jump through the goddamn wall. But if you need to jump up and down, I'm all with you. I'll jump with you. Just look past my fat ass stomach, okay? Because I'm trying to work on that right now, okay? All right. Peace and blessings. And I think, jokes. I got jokes now. Anything new with Napster? Actually, Napster is still a great platform to get your music on. It was a recent, I hate this. I'm not going to talk on it because I'm not proficient with this. I won't talk on it, but I think someone beat Napster out for his high stream pay stamp. Gregory Gibson says, great video about music scams. Thank you so much, man. We on their head right now, guys, and I need you guys' help to pass that message on. Pass that shit around, because them people are really ripping people off, man. I mean that. I got a homie that was recently contacted by a major artist. He sent 20 beats over. They hit him back, said they like 7 of them, and told him to send the sessions. I told him, don't do it. That's a fact. Great advice. Don't do nothing. Don't send sessions to shit until you get paid. You get some shit on paper. All that, you trust me shit, you get screwed every time. Christopher Tate, congratulations, brother. Congratulations. I really hope that you and your wife, and tell your wife congratulations as well. She's marrying a great man. I do know that you're a good guy, and wish you the best, man. Really wish you the best. And hope this thing works. Just remember, marriage is friendship first. Y'all gotta be friends, brother. And that's the key. That's the only way you can make it. Be friends. Okay, got you, Demario. We'll work on it. Gregory Gibson says some great. China is a great market, guys, for music. Okay, they rip the shit off of your shit, but if you're streaming it, it's all the same. They'll bootleg the shit out you, but it's all the same. So make that money. King James on the beat says I got like 400 beats on YouTube and need to do something with them. Some sound like hits. If you got 400 beats on YouTube and you will have not, and you're not, how many views are you getting? Each view you guys see, that's the thing that I hate people don't understand with digital distribution. If you just distribute it through YouTube alone, you can get royalties off of that. You know what I mean? Yo, you guys supposed to be making money off that shit, man. You can make money. It's untapped money in YouTube, whether you are able to monetize it on YouTube or not. That's one thing I did learn from UMG Germany. They taught me. I'm gonna tell you something, guys. UMG Germany has taught me a lot, and it's reflecting on what we're gonna be offering you guys. William Swan says, I have a hip hop gospel banger that I would like to send to you for feedback. How can I do that? Send the link. Send the link to us in the chat. My son will pull it up. We'll listen to it right now. William Swan. Russ Chattel says, do I need to register my music name business before copywriting songs with Gov? Your name does not need to be registered. Your personal name or legal name does not need to be registered. Your production company does if you plan on releasing it. But if you do not have your production company registered yet, you can register or copyright your music with the government under your government name. It's all gonna work the same because you are representing your music. I do, however, recommend getting your production company up and right, guys. Thank you. Been friends for 10 years, together for 2. Great. That's the best relationship, guys. That's y'all got a chance to see you, and she got a chance to see you in your ignorance at your best, probably. Okay, so that's the best relationship. Me and my wife was friends first. Getting your music on these streaming platforms and making money off it, digital marketing. Oh my God, you guys are asking for courses. These are all courses which I'm going to offer. And if any of you guys are new to this channel, man, make sure y'all subscribe because I'm dropping. We're gonna be doing this. Somebody said do this every Sunday at noon. I think I definitely will because you guys have showed up and showing out, and you got some great damn questions. I appreciate it. Cash Sinatra says, "Thanks, SG. I knew it sounded like BS. Hands down, brother. Don't not send them damn sessions or stems till you get paid. You know what I mean? And you need to get paid, brother. Agreement, some kind of agreement needs to be." Dem Beats Productions said, I just got accepted to another reputable music library. They asked me to send them a 15-track album. Good. Good. Dem Beats is another prime example. Again, brother told you how it is, and he's striding. You know, he's striding 100%, getting his shit in. Jay Gizmo says, I'm a writer. My friend makes beats, and our other friend does videos. We want to make a legal partnership and pull you in for consultation. How do we do that? Just email me. Just email me because that's what I do best with labels and companies. I consult. You know what I mean? Just where you guys going to be located out of, what state are you going to be located out of? You don't have to give me your city, just your state. And that was Jay Gizmo. Cash Sinatra, streaming is cool, but shouldn't more artists, producers be looking to get placements in TV and movies? Yes, there is. Oh my God. There are so many unknown producers you guys will never know that I know and have met and been around that are living in California, living in $1 million houses, and they don't care to work one time with any artist like Kendrick or anybody like that. They don't give a damn. They're making so much money on TV and sync placements. It's pathetic, guys. And they're keeping track of it. And there's so many different ways you guys can do that. Again, I'm putting all that in the course. Like, I'm going hard on this course, this revamp. So all of you guys who got in when I was, pushing Carrot's promo and was letting you guys in for the low, y'all got in at a very good time because the new course, crazy. I'm delving in all that shit, man. How to get heads up on placements, or how to get contact people, how to know when certain TV films are coming out before anyone else knows. Got all that, man. DeMario dropped some jewels so they get them split sheets for sure. But yeah, Cash the Nacho, that's dope. You definitely want to be focused on TV and film. That's where the money at, guys. And again, do not sleep on your local area, man. Y'all need to go to Craigslist. Go to Craigslist and see how many people are on Craigslist looking for producers, DJs, engineers for concerts, band engineering. Y'all missing so much money. I promise you missing so much money in your local area. It's crazy. Jay Gizmo says Connecticut. Okay, that's what's up. Yeah, definitely down, man. Just let me know and we'll work out something on price and just tell me what you need if you want to just hire me when you need me or whenever. King James on the beat says, should I start giving free beats to artists? Now this is something that I want you to really understand, King James, when I say this to you. You need to be, and you guys need to literally be what's the word? Scrutinizing who you're giving your beats to. Yes, I recommend, and it's part of my course. Again, I'm pushing the course right now because you guys understand. That's how we made it. We gave away free music. However, you need to be careful who you're giving away free music to, because that music that you're giving away, you want it represented the proper way. You want someone that's going to take that track and then do worlds to it, really going to represent your music, and then you use that reference that they give that they give you back in return, which should be the agreement, as proof in pudding, because those now work as credits for you. Whole nother thing that I'm gonna talk to you about in my course about how to use credits, all your credits, in order to make more money. That's something we mastered as the Peacemakers. We mastered take little successes, no matter how small, even if we didn't make no money off of it, and turned it into what we became. Haji, can I get some more water, please? King James on the beat. You must have said something nasty for YouTube retracted your message. You can't curse on here, guys. Hey, listen, y'all don't know how many of y'all. The reason why when y'all post comments on a lot of my videos, they don't pop up instantly. I have to have somebody go in and okay your comment. Is because YouTube flags the comment. They think it's spam or something. So you gotta be careful when you say certain things on YouTube, because they'll retract your message. Well, Cash the Natural, the music-millionaire website is up now. It's up now. And it's available now, because what I'm doing is I'm giving, y'all think I'm joking, man. You guys said this to me. You one said to me, oh, you're selling yourself cheap. Thank you, baby. Give me one of those old-fashioned jars. That's what I'm talking about right here. Real Southern jar. See this? See the difference? Millennials, old school. I love you, son. We'll pour it in here. But right now the website is half price, and I'm doing that until we get all the course up. And once I get the complete course up and running, it's gonna be much higher. And you guys told me to do that. You said, hey, you're giving way too much information and stuff out, SG, for what you're giving. So you can go now, and it's available. And yeah, baby, you can make money. I mean, you could get the partial course right now and all the other tools we're offering. Need more money on information, movie, and film? That's no problem. Definitely will do that. Zaya says, moving to LA for my music. Already dropped an album, working on website with fan merch requested by fans, and music with video coming really soon. I want to put my 100% focus on doing this and building good. That's a smart move. If you're gonna do it, go in. Let me get you prepared. Cost of living in Los Angeles, food wise, is reasonable, it's affordable, it's great. Matter of fact, LA was the only place that we can go to the Jewish market and grab lamb and a whole bunch of fruits and vegetables and feed an entire household for like $30. But the cost of living is great, because we had like a $20 million house, and the monthly payments alone was like $15,000. And then, you know, we saw stuff like with you in Malibu. I have friends that live off of the beach, and in Malibu, and my son over here beating on the drum. We got a big giant tribal drum. He's beating on it. But it's just the cost of living is high. You know what I mean? I've seen in Malibu, I lost my train of thought. People were living in little shacks, like 400, 500 square feet homes that was running like $1,500 a month for little stuff like that. So just expect that the cost of living is going to be high. You can find some reasonable places just depending on where you plan on living, but it's definitely a great move. And be focused, because a lot of people get to LA and they get unfocused real quick. It's easy to get distracted. So if you're gonna make that move to LA, great move. Um, Set up your contacts now. Set up a network now. Don't go there looking. Make sure that you're financially able to cover yourself. You know what I mean? Because that happens a lot as well, and that's why the homeless is so high. Population is so high in LA. Everybody's going looking for a dream, and they just don't have things in place, man. So simp, is beat selling saturated? No, beat selling is not saturated. It's just not creative. There is no creative selling anymore. It's like anything right now, like the housing market, right? Is there too many houses in the world? No. You know what I mean? It's creative financing. So beat selling has to be the same way. You guys got to be creative with your beat selling. And I've given a couple of you jewels to what no one is doing yet, and it's right there in front of you. And I'm not going to do it. I'm only going to give it to my music millionaires. I'm not going to give it to you because it's a given. You should be doing this. It's just so simplistic in nature. What I will say to you is value. Value. People are looking for value. So it is not saturated. You just got to have creative selling. Zay says, fan base, I really want to throw myself in the fire to either sink or swim. I know that sounds horrible, which is why I want to create a plan and set goals to reach. Hands down, Zay, and I think that's a great fucking way. I respect you for that. I respect any of you who think that way. But when you do that, you have to have calculation, because what happens if you don't have a plan is depression comes in and it kicks in real quick. Anxiety sets in when things don't move the way you move. You expecting to move. So I would definitely have a plan that was set up that says if this doesn't happen, then this happened. You have to have a plan of attack and be mentally prepared for what you may or may not experience. I think it's great though that you're willing to just throw yourself in the fire and get it done. Just make sure you are prepared for it, okay? I love Generation X. I was referencing Generation Z. That's what's up. Nixie Taylor, what you know about the moonshine job, bro? That's what I'm saying. What you know about that there, bro? That's real deal too. That moonshine there, bro. Speaking of which, too. You from the South. You definitely from the South. Cash Sinatra said Mason jar. That's right, bro. Love it, man. See, I'm talking about this. What I love about it. We talk music, then we just get it chopped in, man. I love that. I love that. So a lot of y'all Southern, seeing you ain't telling people. Say, I know it's going. I know Southern when I know it. What is a must in my move to be successful? A must in your move, Zay, that I would definitely say is, get you, brother. What happened? A must in your move would be to financially be able to accommodate yourself first and foremost. That's the number one thing. Is he all right? So be able to financially take care of yourself while you're there. At least give yourself a 90-day window. And I'm gonna get to a lot of these questions for the rest of you guys who have it, okay? But give yourself a 90-day window, Zayas, and have a plan of attack. Definitely when it comes to your fans, utilize your fan. If you have a fan base, you have what most don't have. Fans, and especially 100, 500, 1,000 is ideal, because you can push your merch. You can push so much with 1,000 true fans that really love you. Just like you guys, a lot of you guys really love me, and I love you back in return. You're there. I know you watch other YouTube channels, but for the most part, you guys are here. And I try my best to be as real as possible. And that's the thing, Zay. Be real. And as long as you're real with your people, people prefer real over bullshit and filtered shit or watered down shit, controlled environments, and that limits, that shit people do, But that's it. I hope I answered the question, because I got distracted with my son. In school. I like in school. That sounds tribal, traditional, that word. Big respect for helping others. Much love. Appreciate you so much, brother. I love all you, man. I do what I do because I love you. Dem Beat says so much value on the website is ridiculous. Trying to tell you guys, again, we're adding more. Casanatra, but everyone who was already in is still cool. Yes, everyone who's already in the website, you're cool, 100%. I'm a man of my word. When I say something, that's what it is. How long does it take you to start receiving royalties for TV and film? Most of the time, the Mario is issued quarterly from the time the companies report to said PRO company. So you'll start receiving your royalties immediately if they had time to actually report the music and the plays and the performance royalties of it. Okay, so Chatzilla Beats, check it out, SG. Okay, right, Cash Natural, it's a natural answer. Jay Gizmo, SG, we're about to make a movie. I can't wait to let you know everything I have going on. I needed somebody like you. Thanks. I appreciate you, Jay Gizmo, and keep me up because that's what I'm into. I'm going and shifting my focus on the content and creating. Again, I wish I could tell you guys a lot of it because it's been so long in the making. And everything doesn't happen overnight. But my shift is that I want to be able to take people who are making indies like yourself and then put you on those platforms like Netflix and Amazon so that you can monetize that content and have the same opportunity as major TV show or major networks and companies do. Jeff and Bijou says, dropped everything for my music, just making music and trying to get the right plan and get everything together so I can be on the next up and coming producer. That's what's up. That's what's up. You got to be focused though. It takes focus and determination and knowledge. You got to be on your knowledge game as well. And guys, you got to be flexible. Let me say this to you. Just because I'm teaching you the music industry and saying, hey, be careful with certain things, look out for scams, don't mean that everything's a scam. And it also don't mean don't be flexible. At times you're going to have to be flexible to get that opportunity. The real jewels are the credits. The more credits you have under your bag, the better you're off. Okay. And really mean that. So WJ Walker 44, is royalty free sounds kits really royalty free if you don't change much of the sample or sound? Yes, they're actually royalty free. When they say they're royalty free, that means that they can't charge you for it, or they won't charge you for it. You won't have to worry about somebody coming back saying that you utilized their stuff or getting in trouble for it. So, but read the terms of agreement always, guys. I always recommend that. Always read terms of agreement. King James on the beat. You need to make that YouTube super chat to get donations with all this great info you gave out. Well, super chat isn't. It should be available. What? Is it available now?
I don't know what he was right though.
And listen, I think super chat's available, guys. But y'all have to offer it. You know what I mean? I'm not gonna be like, hey, super chat me, pay me. You know what I mean? I do what I do because I love doing it. If you guys decide to tip, it's gonna go to my babies anyway. Every time someone has gave me a super chat, I give it to my children. You know what I mean? Or diapers or some shit. And they eat like beasts anyway. Don't y'all want to support little Indian babies, Native American? I hate to say Indian, but that's the only way y'all can relate to what we are. So um, Zay said your son is a natural OG. Get him a drum kit. Y'all have no idea about this boy over here. Uploading 5 new beats. Haven't been there in a month. Okay. Is there a contact for exchanging services like bartering with no money? I don't understand. You know what I mean? I'm definitely tribal, so I get what you're saying, but you got to be more clear. Terrell Sanders. Fred Frazier says lit. That's what I'm going to them credits. Zay says thank you. Thank you guys as well, man. Really thank you as well, man. And hey, if again we could do this every Sunday, guys, for my newbies, people who've never actually sat in on a live chat with me before. Thank you. I welcome you guys. I love all you guys and the questions, man. Love the energy. I wish we could have did like a vocal conference call, which is something we want to think about. If one of you guys put it together like them beats, or one of the guys, tomorrow, y'all put together something where we could just chop it up. Maybe Google Hangouts or something. Discourse. If you're a music millionaire, discourse. Y'all set up in the discourse in the website, and we could do some audio, man, and chop it up, and I can get a chance to hear you guys' voices and tones. I love tones. Love your tone. Need to hear your tone and your energy, man. You guys are beautiful people, man. Sim says, I saw some of your vids, but this was the first time being on the live chat. Great stuff. We got this live chat, but cherry pop. Is that the right thing to say now?
What?
Never mind. Live chat. All right, bro. Forget that last comment I said. My son was like, what? Mark J. Music always giving it the goods. That's what we do, brother. You know what it is. Mark J. Each one teach one, man. I love you guys. I mean that from the bottom of my heart, man. I love you guys, and I'm trying to make you succeed. It's better on my heart chakra and universal balance when I can do something to help people. You know what I'm saying? That's the whole point. That's what we should all be doing, man. Yeah, right. My son said, what? Nixie Taylor said, "This is my first live too. Peace and blessings. Welcome, Nick. Everybody, welcome, Nick, and everybody who's the first time on this live, man. Symph and Nick C. Taylor. I hope it's not your last time, guys. I hope you're subscribed to us as well, man. Yeah, my son was like, what? Yeah. You know what I mean? Because I do old man shit, right? I say some old people shit. He's like, Dad, that ain't cool. He gonna say it to me when I get all like, Dad, you don't do that again. Don't say that shit, right? You know what I mean? But it is what it is, man. Jay Gizmo says tonight will be Super Blood Moon. I need to check that out. Because tribally we be in tune with that. And tomorrow, which is a rare event. So make sure y'all make some music under the moonlight tonight. Go ahead, Jay Gizmo. See, I mess with you already, bro. Yeah, that's right, man. Take advantage of that energy the universe has and the creator put out there. Cash the Nacho said they don't know about Papa the Ch. You're right. I guess you're right. That's why he was like, what? They don't know about that. You know what I mean? Everything else is lit, fire, and other words. I don't even know what they use now. Essentially, I'm stuck. That's what's up, man. Make sure y'all, hey, listen, I need a big favor for you guys who are still on here. Make sure that you definitely pass that music scam video, share it on your Twitter, Facebook page, and stuff like that, Reddit, wherever you at, share that, because a lot of you guys are still contacting me. It's still going down. And I'm pretty sure what we want to do with that music scam is we want them to stop doing that shit and come up with something more creative. Okay, we want them to really be more creative from now on. Like, okay, oh, been there, done that. But you'll be surprised at how many producers are still getting caught by that same shit and that distribution thing. I don't want to mention it, but I did a video on this, and somebody still emailed me after that saying they had got with that $2,000 distribution deal thing, man, where you're Universal Music Group distribution and pay us to this. And then the sad part about it, he said, was he had no ISRC codes to go by. They aren't seeing any royalties come in, even though they know that the music is being streamed, and they're still paying money monthly to them, to keep their music. And it's like, bruh, that's too much, man. Too much. Nixie Taylor says, sub. That's what's up, family. Thank you so much. I have not, Demario Townsend, read the book American New World Empires and Plantations. No, because I've lived it my entire life. My people, my tribe has lived it. So I get it. I know it's a part of a whole nother conversation that we can have as producers and musicians, where it's, again, let me explain to you now why I do what I do and why I want you guys to succeed. Because all that one statement about that book title is to where I'm at mentally. My people have suffered more than anyone else because we were written out of existence, you know what I mean? Just because of the skin tone of our color. So, they want me make people to believe that there aren't any dark-skinned Native Americans that are full-bloods. But yes, we live in that today, you know what I mean? The plantation and slavery has just changed. And that's why I don't want you guys to be subject to these record labels like that. If you do, I want you guys to know what you're getting into. I want you to know that I'm subjecting myself to this new form of slavery purposely, and I know what I'm coming out of it. But the whole point behind me doing this channel and teaching, and not that I'm going to be able to give you everything, guys. I'm not going to be able to give you every damn thing, because information is constantly changing. People are constantly coming up with new ways and devising new ways to rip you guys off or to catch you, i.e. the 360. There was no 360 to, merchandising and social influencing came involved. So think about that one. But it's why I do what I do. I want to empower you guys, man, to be stronger and see past this shit. WJ Walker 44 says, what program is good for movie edits and production that is easy to mix with my music production? I use personally, and we use, well, no, I'm not gonna say I use personally, we use, myself, I mastered Sony Vegas. I love it for editing. The rest of my team, my editors, they use Adobe Premiere. Just so many that you can use. It's just based on your level. But even with editing music on movies, it's just like editing music. So if you are into mixing, if you can mix or edit your music any way, fashion, or form, it's the same thing, guys. It's nothing different. Mark J Music says, want to apologize to all the Ram fans too, by the way. Oh, there you start. Don't bring that football politics in here, Mark J. Don't you do it. Don't do it, bro. Don't you do it. All Blog says, I provide song release services and I actually do the work. And that's a blessing. If you provide song release services and you do the work, that's a blessing. Send me your contact information. Let me check you out, bro. And I'll send business to you if you do what you say you're doing and it's stand up. Let's go. We're always trying to increase, business. It's still all about helping everyone make a business, make a living. So if you have a service that will help the music community and you're legitimate and you ain't scamming people, let's go. All Blogs, I'm down. Cash Sinatra, no label or company will ever ask you for money if they're interested in your music. That's a fact. 100%, guys. That's a fact. They already know that they're gonna make their money back. So that's what the advances and all this other stuff. They come in with the money. They ain't asking you for the money. So No Trust Flow says, I'm from Anniston, Alabama. Alabama in the house. I lived in Huntsville for a while, on Redstone Arsenal military base. I'm a military brat. My parents, both of my parents served in the military, and lived in Huntsville about a year. No Trust. Live in Dayton, Ohio. Oh my God, I have a whole bunch of friends from Dayton, Ohio. And Diamond, and in all honesty, that this for me and you, those scams are obvious. But when, like I said to you before, they capitalize off of people wanting or to know that someone is paying my music attention, and that's what they capitalize off of that primordial instinct of wanting attention. We want to feel like we are important, so we'll look past certain things and look at it. And if the wording is right and correct, you get what I'm saying? It's hard to see. Like the last video I did where I don't know if you've seen it, Diamond. The last video I did where they went from using a Gmail account, and obviously people were like, Gmail account, fraud. And I know that there was videos done, as I seen. I think Rob did a video on it as well. So they got ousted. So what they did was they changed up the email to an actual to look like it comes from a website, right? So it makes it look more official. And my son was telling me that you can pretty much send an email and make it look like it's from anywhere. You make spoof of email. But when I went deeper with them, what they did was they didn't have an actual website up. The other thing that you have to look for as well, guys, is, and if you noticed in the last scam video, is they are taking the names of CEOs. Common sense would be, but see, here's the thing. Who knew Sean Layden? No one knew Sean Layden. You have to look up Sean Layden. And when you looked up Sean Layden, you saw Sean Ladle, right? Well, Sean Ladle came up Sean Layden. Well, that's who they're simulating, which is why I also know that it's an overseas scam. So it's another one of those overseas scams that people are utilizing. But you got to do research, guys. You know what I mean? Like, you got to do it. That's why I tell most people to Google the Peacemakers. I say it over and over in every video because I never know who's the first person to ever see my video. So I'm like, look, Google us. Google the Peacemakers. So you'll see my track record is what it is and who we work with. My brother is still working with Dre. Me and him was talking the other day, and got other stuff that he's doing and we're planning to do. So, yeah, you got to start Googling these cats, man, and figuring out what's going on. Okay, so Terrell Sanders said, is there a contract for exchanging talent where no money is involved, where I give my service in exchange for another person's talent? Yes, just write it up that way. Take another contract and modify it to say that. Just make sure it's clear. Contracts don't have to have a bunch of legalese. It doesn't have to have a lot of attorney type words that's non-understandable, because really in reality, when they start utilizing the Latin words and Roman Latin words in contracts, it's just a lot of political BS to really to make it legal jargon that forces you to deal with attorneys. But if you're going to do a contract, Gmo, feed the horse, feed the sheep, feed the puppy. But if you're going to do a contract, you don't have to go through all that. You're two humans. The contract is real simplistic. The contract says what it needs to say, which is, this is what we're doing. This is what we're doing on it. This is how long we're going to do it for. And you just simplify it based on that alone. You don't have to have it where it is long drawn out with a bunch of useless words. Just make it clear, plain and simple, and make it simplistic. Jay Gizmo, the original natives were darker skinned, but the invaders whitewashed many of them out. Boy, don't start. Boy, don't start. Stand up for my tribal family. That's right. That's a family. That's real talk. Origin Reaper is a great DAW that has audio and video editing. It is free for valuation, but only $60 to register a personal copy. It's like Pro Tools, and really lucky for people to get something like that. That's dope. I appreciate that, Jewel. Make sure y'all check into it and see if it's something that you can use, guys. Thank you so much for that, brother. That All Blogs. Okay, so cool. I will email you for sure. That's what's up, All Blogs. Always looking to try to help us if you can help our people. Peace and love and happiness. Fred Frazier, always. That's what I'm talking about. This is what I'm talking about. This is why I call y'all guys my family. Roll Tide Bim. Terrell 3008. The future of music. Terrell 3008. Ah, WJ Walkers, I'm in Huntsville, Alabama now. Come through for a visit. That's what's up, man. I used to be scared though. I ain't gonna lie to you, boy. Goddamn, I used to get them goddamn boys from Huntsville, a lot of white guys, would be like, "Want to go hunting with us?" And all I could think about was that Ice-T movie, Hunter's Game. Like, nah, I'm cool. I ain't going fishing. I ain't going hunting with you guys. Cash, and I say Philly in the house. What's up, Philly? I love Philly as a spot, especially like going to the poppy stores and stuff like that, and because you can get Chinese food all time of night. But what I didn't like about Philly, like, right, depending on what part of Philly you in, I could go to the store, leave 10 minutes, come back, and there's damn yellow tape. Somebody got killed. Leave, come back 10 minutes later, they got the tape up and it's back to business. I was like, only in Philly does this shit happen. But love Philly though. All right, Chi-Town in the house. That's what's up. That's what I'm talking about. Shout outs. I was scammed for my life savings by a successful producer, so you never know. I met him in person. Wow. Wow, that's deep. You need to send me his name, bro. I need to know what you're talking about, because I definitely, if you got proof of that, I don't mind ousting them. No trust flow. I'm a producer. I have beats on this page, and I'm typing from, and you can type in Kevin Clay. No trust flow. I'm on all the streaming sites. I'm willing to work with anybody trying to get some money. I know that's right, Kev. But work again, guys. Start getting you some songwriters under your belt. Start contacting artists and songwriters, great writers. That's what you need to represent your music. Okay, you really want that. Even if you are a writer, okay, even if you do sing, if you do that, don't always have a various people, different vocal tones, different. Damn, I lost my train of thought. Different ranges to represent your music, because you want different, especially when you're trying to sell your music to other people. For those of you who are trying to get TV and sync placements or place it with artists, you want different tonations on your work. So, Cash Sinatra said, "No trust, let's work." That's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking about. Good, 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 good. That's what it's all about, man. Zay, is your music on your YouTube channel? Go to Zay's YouTube channel. Let's check out some of his music. All right. All blogs. If someone can't provide proof of their service, artists should not even send money. That's a fact. That's a fact. That's a fact. How do you feel about a ATX music scene for producers? Send it over. I'm not familiar with ATX music scene. So a lot of times you guys know a lot more stuff than I do, and it just hasn't ran across my radar. So send that over to me, musicmillionaires@gmail.com. Cash Natural, good advice. Streaming is good. Still trying to connect with fans directly, encourage them to. Thank you guys. There's nothing like going live and interacting with your family, man. No trust flow. I have the porn star Spicy Cajun on one of my beats, and I have the Detroit artist Team Eastside GT on one of my beats. Porn star is gonna get it every time for you, bro. You're gonna sell it, especially if the porn star is doing what he or she does best. Great marketing technique. I really like it.
I can't even find Zay
Zay is, yeah, Zay is,
on YouTube.
yeah. Look in the chat and see. Go in the chat and then just click on his name.
I can't press his name.
Okay. His name is Ash Castile, who scammed me. I have all the emails saved. He is on IMDb. He traded me registered copies of FL Studio on Reason and told me they were worth thousands. I'm an old producer. That's gonna be,
Makes sense.
yeah, it don't make sense, but I think I understand what you're saying happened. That's something we definitely have to talk about. Good. Cash, that's what I'm talking about.
Yeah, he has no songs out.
Okay, he does. He just, I don't think it's on YouTube. He don't have it on YouTube. Nixie Taylor, you can check out one of my songs called Rap OG. That's what's up. Make sure again you guys download on your iPhones Station Head. Check us out. For Music Gateway, on our website, on our private network, we could post, and you could post projects that you need to collaborate on. That's free. With Music Gateway, you probably have to create a membership because that's separate for them. We're actually they actually created our own private network to post projects. But what I did that and why I did that allowed them to open it up for you, because I had to pay for you guys to be able to see that, is so that you'll see the projects firsthand. And if you want to sign up for a membership with Music Gateway, you can. I think it's only like $14 a month, or it's one price a year, something like that. But Music Gateway provide it's all of the opportunities. You know what I mean? Anyone that's looking for music, the terms, you guys can bid directly versus having to go through us. So when you're on there, that's what it is. You can post projects, so you guys can offer collaborations on there. Literally go on there, post a project, offer collaboration, or you can go and see what other people are looking for. But you can also upload your music and utilize that as a way to embed metadata into your music, share your music with other potential clients. They can go on and then listen to your music, and you don't have to worry about it. It's all secured and all this other stuff. So my stream just froze. It's definitely not us, brother. On the track, scam me. Key on the track, scam me as well. So is this the same guy you say he is? He said, scam me as well.
I forgot I didn't get no meat, right? Can I substitute that for cornbread?
Wow. So you guys gotta be careful, man. You gotta be careful. You gotta be careful. So we just chopping it up right now, guys, or what we doing now? What we doing? Y'all got any more questions? If not, I'm gonna get ready to eat dinner because wifey done cooked some smothered turkey with some cabbage, and everybody walking past it with plates except for me. That's what we do on Family Day. And start spending time with your families, guys. On days like this, I know I'm taking up a large portion of your time, but spend time with your family. And you know what I do plan on doing the next? I promise you, this is going down. After I do release, I got to do a webinar. I'm thinking we're gonna release the webinar maybe next week sometime. But what I do plan on doing is I'm going to wind up holding a contest and a person holding a contest and having you guys who are able to come down. I'm gonna choose you guys who can come down, and we all chop it up. I'm gonna rent a house, a little mini mansion or something, or a mansion. We chop it up, get some video in, and get this reality thing in. So if you're interested in that, make sure you subscribe and stay tuned with that, because that's definitely going down. That's a part of my video content I want to do, guys. So as soon as I can drop this webinar and I get some other stuff out the way, we're gonna do that. I'm gonna get a house for a week. And I'm just gonna get an elite amount of you guys come down, and we're gonna get the sessions in. So that's definitely going down. All right, guys. So this is what we're gonna do, man. Let's do this next Sunday around noon. Y'all down? Let's do this next Sunday noon, and bring your A game, bring some questions, bring other people. Huh? What's next Sunday?
Oh, you can do next Sunday. You can.
Next Sunday? We clear on next Sunday. Okay. No, because Sunday after that is when we gonna be out of town.
Yeah.
Yeah, but then I just do live wherever we at. You know what I mean? You know, we'll figure it out.
Okay.
So, all right. So next Sunday, guys, is down. My wife was handling things, and peace and blessings, man. I appreciate it. I'm glad. I hope you will, man. But love you guys, man. This has been your man SG1, of course, with the Grammy Award winning team, the Peacemaker, saying music is life always, man. Love you guys. Keep pushing every day. You need to be hustling every day. You need to be learning something every day. You need to be focusing on the business. Let's get it. Music millionaires, man.